Authorization and docking code received and verified. Welcome, Starfinder, to Absolute Station.
Greetings and salutations, travelers, and welcome to another episode of Adventures in Space! Otherwise known as the Starfinder's incident at Epsilon Station, part of the Dead Sun's adventure path. In last episode, we experienced space combat for the very first time, which for those who watched live, thank you for putting up with our, can we check on that rule? Can we check on this rule? What do you mean by that one? It was a bit of a learning process. I think the next time we end up in space combat, it'll be a little bit smoother. And I'm actually going to be working on basically a cue card system for the different roles and how the different turns end up working. But at the end of the combat, they were successful in defeating the shuttle that was attacking them, the little necro glider, and they decided they wanted to try to salvage it as it was crashing into the asteroid. Now, that was an interesting attempt. That could have gone one of two ways, well, three ways in this case, but one of those ways was it going to end really badly, and this would have been a very short adventure path.
Well, not that short. We've spent like 7. This is the 6th session, so that would have been 5 sessions of dinking around at the station. But yeah, we almost got it. We almost got it. I mean, that tow line. If we'd have just made the check.
I mean, we are champions of dinking around.
Just had a better pilot,
Okay, we're both champions of dinkering around and doing absolutely nothing for sessions on end, and we're also really good at jumping through half of the module.
So let's just do that here.
Yeah. Hey, I was really tempted to say, you know what? If I was just a little bit more chaotic and a little less leaning towards good, I would have said, why don't we just go out there, hijack a shuttle, go out there and see for ourselves what's going on. But I mean, Wade wouldn't have done that, so I did not suggest that. But if I was playing somebody a bit more on the
Gon-like?
Gon has already suggested that, perhaps more than once.
Yeah.
We already got the whole ship thing going with the Starfinders.
Yeah, they have to give us a ship.
Yeah.
Only need to borrow it for a little while. Just a little while. Just borrow it for a little while.
Just over the day.
1 day, 2 day tops. Be back. Jiffy. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this.
Yeah, we got a derelict ship to fix.
Yes, so by the end of it, you guys did end up docking up alongside the derelict ship. And
according to Gon, Wade is a space angel.
Yes. And so the two of them decided to jump over by themselves while Rod piloted it in to be a little closer should they need to make a quick escape.
Yeah, and I set a lock for the airlock on our side.
Okay.
Did Rod bother to tell anyone what that lock code was?
Why would I? You guys don't tell me anything.
We tell you lots of things. We tell you lots of things.
I'll
You
hack
tell
it.
me lots of
I'll hack it.
bullshit.
No worry. I'll hack it. No worries.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring you over to the map here. And as I do, I'm just going to read out the initial description here for you. So you enter into the airlock on the side that we decided on, if I remember correctly, the port side.
No. Star.
Oh, wait, starboard. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Port's left, starboard's right. And I got you on the right side. Don't worry. I did do that properly. So flickering emergency lights do little to dispel the darkness inside the derelict ship. And the sense of abandonment is only heightened by the apparent lack of any movement or life inside its airless corridors. Artificial gravity is still functional, however, so there's likely still power to run essential systems and possibly restore life support and atmosphere to the ship. Unfortunately, there are still no obvious clues as to the fate of the Acrian's vanished crew.
I have a question. Is Wade's wing still out when we're going in there?
Yeah, you should probably put those away.
They would still be out, yes.
Gon is just
I need him to
pointing at Rod, pointing at Wade, just pointing between them, and just looking so happy.
Yeah, he can. I saw he can fly in space. I saw that.
You see, Wade, it's Space Angel. You hit Space Angel with your fist. You crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty metal. I gotta say, I gotta remember to keep this mug up too, because he's got the helmet up because he can't breathe in here.
All right.
Everything's
So
being
you do-
filtered through intercom.
So you do enter into the spaceship through this port, through this airlock here. Both doors are open to space as you were initially when you scanned. So you basically have a straight through shot of the view from one end to the other there, with the airlocks on both sides being open. How did you guys want to proceed? Are you going to take steps forward, move into the next corridor?
Well, if there's nothing in the way, I just want to close the airlocks.
Okay. So you do go to the actual keypad there. If I can just get you to make a quick check for me.
All right. I guess I'll draw the artillery laser. Keep that in hand just in case.
Okay.
Where am I going?
So it's inside that little room that you're in initially to close the back door of the airlock, if that's what you're looking to do.
Okay.
And you do come up to the keypad there. And fortunately enough, it does go through easily enough. You're able to close the back door there. So you watch as the doors close.
Now,
And then-
I say that, Rod, you can take the lead and go first.
Oh, like that was ever not an option.
We can take a what if you want to.
Only imagine how that would go.
All right. So as you walk into the main corridor there, I'm going to just read out the description here. This long corridor seems to run most of the length of the ship from bow to stern. Signs of battle, bullet holes, scorch marks, and droplets of blood are clearly visible on the walls and floors. A small body in a spacesuit lies sprawled on the floor in the middle of the junction of the hallway, which would be just there.
So didn't they tell us that they didn't know why the ship was empty?
Yes.
Didn't they tell us they didn't know why the ship was empty?
I believe
Yes.
so.
I'm pretty sure I know why the ship's empty.
You think
Also-
he died?
It's
The ship's not empty. It's
No.
full of dead bodies.
Well, it's not empty because we're in it.
I mean, beside us, you fuzzy little smartass.
Oh no, that was a very astute observation. Well done, Gon.
Sophie will bring up some dancing lights to provide some light up ahead.
Well, it is dim lighting, so the dancing lights being just being which spell? Can you link that for me?
Shoki dokie. I got a description of it in my character sheet.
Oh, cool. You actually have a cone coming off me for my flashlight.
Yes.
Is that dependent on facing? Oh, it is.
Yep.
There it is.
It's so fancy.
Small headlights or flashlights, dancing lights. Okay. So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to just create basically a lantern out of them that floats, or how did you want to do this?
I was trying to create sort of a circular effect for just lights in the area, so you can see what we're doing.
Okay. Above the dim lighting and everything like that. Gotcha. Just bear with me one moment here as I search up a token for that. Okay, are you going into that room? Okay, hold on a sec.
No time to waste. And
Hold on a second.
I see crates. And they contain.
Okay. So you're in one of the two main cargo holds apparently. So bear with me one second. So as you take a step in there, just bear with me one second here as I pull up the information. While two people are doing multiple things, it makes things difficult.
Multitask.
Brian. Okay,
I would
so I'm
be
going to
patient.
pull this out here. Put that on the token layer. Give access.
So, quick
to
question.
Sophie. It has light. Yep.
Who here has flashlights, and are those flashlights, are those cones of light, does everyone have access to what they reveal?
No, only
go,
you
Sophie.
see what yours reveals.
Where's
That
that?
blue light there is yours. It's a token you can control. And it does 10 feet of the bright light, 10 feet of dim light. So, Gon,
Wait.
as you step into that room, you just from behind one of the crates here.
And he's
And
slowly
two-
backing out of the room.
two creatures jump out at you, almost ectoplasmic looking, and they are going to attack.
Yay!
I like
First
how
Imagine that.
eager Gon is to put Rod in the way of danger and then immediately go a different direction.
So the first one's going to charge up, snarl.
What was supposed to draw out the monsters, and he would go into the sideways and loot things.
And get attacked by monsters.
All right. So the first attack is a bite as these jaws just try to engulf you for a 4 against your KAC, which does not do
No.
anything. Second one's going to run up and try the exact same thing for a 7 this time. I'm not rolling well right now, which is probably not the worst thing. Now roll for initiative.
I
Everybody?
also need control of my drone, and he would be standing behind me.
Oh, is it not
No.
for some reason? That's really weird. Let me fix that in your thing.
Ooh,
Okay,
boy.
we have
Wade's on the ball.
okay.
Hmm.
Well, his fur little friend is in danger.
That's right. His ears twitch. He's like, gone.
You're gonna have to squeeze to get through that door.
Hey, I've got the acrobatics to do it.
Sophie
Oh, that
and
does that.
Yudah. Okay.
That does bear the question. Are these hallways large enough for large creatures?
So the ceilings are about 8 feet to 9 feet tall. So you're kind of hunched over in order to make your way through here.
Well, he can probably stand up straight in rooms, but he definitely has to duck to go through doorways.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 13 feet tall.
Jesus!
I have to bend over, so I'm probably moving half speed. They should really design their ships with other creatures in mind. At least
Well-
make them to where they can accommodate large creatures.
Maybe
Yeah.
just don't be a big giant freak.
Yeah, a lot of people don't consider large creatures another sentient race. When you say large creatures to other people, they probably usually assume livestock.
Cows, horses.
Humans. Oh wait, that's other alien. Sorry, I was in the wrong mindset.
Okay. So we are going to sort
To
descending.
serve man.
Oh, for some reason that didn't go through for that. There we go. Let's redo that. There we go. Wade, you are up.
Okay, Wade's ears that are non-existent on his token twitch, and he goes, "Gone." And he goes, "Let me see." He has not dark vision, but he has low light vision, so he saw which way Gone went. So he'll move 5, 10. Let me see.
Oh.
I can't reach. So
Hold up. That was supposed to be a 17. I actually have a +1 to initiative. I forgot about that.
Okay.
you're still in the right spot. Well, no, you're not. All right, so Wade would like to creepily as possible, acrobatics past these creatures and get behind them, if
Okay.
possible. I should have enough movement for it.
To acrobatics through to avoid like attacks of opportunity and what have you,
Hmm
or to get through, like get behind them, say at about here.
I didn't see where you pinged. If you ping, oh, I see now. Yeah, right about there.
Okay, so yeah, make your acrobatics check.
16.
Okay. Sorry, just bear with me 1 second here. You're able. So if that has to beat their CMD, right?
I believe it does. I believe that's how it works.
Okay, and so what was the roll there? 16.
Yeah.
Yep, you're able to get through.
Oh, cool. Right here.
Okay.
All right. So these look ghosty, right? They look spectral.
If you want to do a life sciences check for me,
Life sciences or mysticism?
life sciences.
Most I can get is a 10 on that. Wait, I think I have to be trained. No, I have to be trained. Can't even attempt that one. because I haven't trained any yet.
Let me just quickly double check here, but if I remember correctly, yeah, it's unfortunately got to be a life sciences check. Okay.
Okay. So I don't know what these things are then. So I guess only thing to do is to swat at one and see what happens.
Okay.
All right. So I can attempt a stealth check to try and beat out their perception to get myself the trick attack. So I'm going to attempt that.
Okay.
29. It is. Let me make sure and share that information. Goes trick attack. Trick attack foe. Drops guard. DC is equal to 20 plus your target's CR. So unless their CR is a 9.
Nope,
It should
you're
beat it.
you're good.
All right. So I get to add my trick
Oh,
attack.
one
This will be
sec.
an additional. Is there CR a 9? Because if it is, we are totally
No,
dead.
it's a 1. He's just saying move through an opponent's starting area. 15 plus 1.5 times? Or is that 1.5 times?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's 1.5.
Multiple opponents.
I wouldn't have been able to.
But
move
you're
through
looking at a DC 20 plus 1.5.
that. So I would have actually been back here then.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have made that.
I can't do all that. I still don't know what it is, and I can't reach in there anyway. Why is my token stuck?
It might be to get through the door. You have to go through it. There you go.
It would be better if you
So-
held your action because I'm gonna make room. I
Yeah.
promise you.
Well, Wade would have tried to get right there, but he can't because Rod is in the way. So he's right there looking in on his friend. Yeah, he's going to hold an action to swat at anything, any of those creatures that try to come through the door.
Okay.
Aside from, of course, his buddies.
Okay. So I'll just go to the next one here. Both of them are going to again make bite attacks at Gon. I am rolling like crap today. So the first one snarls and tries to gnash at you. It does not connect. And this is a 10 against your KAC.
How much was it?
A 10?
No.
Oh, shoot. No, wait. Hold up. I've been adding the wrong thing for some reason.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
No.
we're okay.
No, technically not.
It's all right.
So technically that's a 16 against your KAC. I don't think the other ones would have hit anyways.
16 does hit.
16 hits? Okay. So latches onto you,
Right in the
dealing
cack.
You caught me right in the cack.
6 damage.
Ah.
Oh, boy, oh,
And I
he's
need-
right in the cack there.
Yeah.
And I need you to make a fortitude save, please.
I can do that.
Yay for space schools. It's probably what they are.
16.
Okay, so you feel as these, like you feel something start to try to cling onto you, and then it just sort of fades from your perception. You start feeling a little woozy, and then shake it off.
Yeah. It's too
All
bad
right.
because I know what these are.
Uh-huh. Okay, Gon, you're up.
Rod, I thought you had this. I thought you had the front line.
I had the main corridor. If I don't clear a room, don't go in it.
So why didn't you go in here then? You
I haven't
crazy?
cleared it yet.
You would just have us walk right up there and then get attacked from the back? Are you crazy? And then he's gonna withdraw.
Didn't attack anyone until you stepped in there.
That's the wrong one. Like that.
Also, I didn't realize there was a door there.
And yeah, for Gon-sol, he is directed to open fire.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit against CAC.
A 13 to hit, and that's just hits. Roll damage, so 8.
8.
Okay, which one were you attacking?
The one right there.
Okay. 1 second here as I pull up the info. So, and you watch as it. It's just your standard analog, right? Yeah, CAC. So, yeah, you watch as the round exits the creature, and you watch as the form sort of molds around it and then sort of goes back together. But it does look like it's hurt. Okay, Gon, that is your turn. Wait, are you jumping in there or are you waiting?
Yeah, I gotta wait until they get within 10 feet of me
Okay.
to hit them. And technically, I don't think I can see them. I'd have to be right here.
Yeah, no,
I can see
unfortunately, I
them
don't
if
think
they
you.
come to that door.
Yeah, okay. So, Sophia, you are up.
So it is possible to actually sort of squeeze past Wade there, right?
You can pass through my square. I'm a friendly.
Yeah, he's not that wide. He's just real tall.
Okay, first things first.
Real tall.
She hears noise coming from that direction, so she is going to turn.
Well, I mean, you also hear Rod and Gon yelling at each other.
Yeah. Then she's gonna move up to about here, so she can see these guys now, and she will open fire on them with her tactical pistol. Which I should note that she has something where the magic flows through her weapons, so her weapons count as magic for overcoming DR and ethereal. And
Okay. So make your attack.
okay,
They get +4 AC from soft cover.
they do.
Yeah, because you're firing
Oh,
from
yeah.
Because
the drone.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's gonna be a 10.
A 10, and that's so yeah, you fire over, but it just hits off of one of the crates missing.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it is now Rod's turn in this congested hallway.
Can
of
I 5 foot
hollowness.
into this room?
I would say yeah, based upon the fact that the door is kind of halfway between two of the tiles there. So yeah, I would allow that.
All right, and I'm going to full attack, which you can do.
Okay.
It's on page 248 of the core rulebook.
Yeah, full attacks are allowed. You just take a minus, I think, 4.
4.
And what are you doing? Are you using your?
I'm using the artillery laser that I had out.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, your hits are as bad as your piloting.
Oh.
Yep.
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 And both just hit the floor behind them.
Man, I love wasting my turn.
Don't worry. Once you get back to Magpie, you're gonna feel much, much better. You're gonna feel all that great roguey juice flowing through you, the jive, the mojo.
Jive. All right.
All right. So Yudah, you are up.
Yeah, he doesn't know for the life of him what's going on, but he heard the sounds of some snapping and some yapping, and so guess he's gonna move up, just kind of sidle his way passing people, and what do you know, he can see them there. See, that's 3 or 4. I don't know if I can
3.
actually. It's 3, so 1, 2. Oh, I could probably run up on him. Yeah, let's do that. Just gonna run up.
Okay.
Face first into this lovely looking Edge of Tomorrow looking dude.
Are you attuning
And-
yourself?
Yes, he is attuned to photon mode. While photon tuned, you get a +1 bonus to damage rolls. Yep, so that's fairly basic. And I'll be gaining attunement points each turn that will affect the +1 bonus further. But once I'm fully attuned, I can, pop a boom, which will be good fun for everybody. But he did have his lightsaber out as the last time, or his solar weapon. In either case, he's going to take a swing at this one directly to our left, to his right, I suppose. This guy right here.
The top one.
Yeah, the top one.
I ain't never
He's
seen
gonna-
that thing before.
He's going to critical fail. His
Oh.
first ever swing. He's going to get a 1.
Okay.
And let's try to confirm that.
No. In Starfinder, fortunately, the critical fail is like 5th edition, where it's an automatic miss. So you
Oh.
either critical hits at the 20 and get the critical bonuses as per, or you just miss. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about you slicing Rod in half. So, you,
There's his dude. They did kind of catch him off guard. He just kind of barreled around the corner, and there they were, and he didn't really know what he was fighting. He just said, "I'm gonna fight it."
So he kind of probably runs in there like this and square grabs on the door and shoot. And Rob's like, wow.
Just zings up the floor and zings up the wall a little.
I'm actually a little disappointed that I don't have a sound for a swishing or for a sword swing in this Sirenscape sci-fi.
All right, we'll just
I'll look
assume
for that
it's
a little
like.
bit. But you
Wow.
and it just goes wide. Okay, that's your turn there. Wade.
Yeah, Wade doesn't really. I mean, Gon's out of the way now, so that's good. He's gonna go. Doesn't need. I know he doesn't need to, but he's gonna go, and he's gonna very concernedly go check on Gon and say, "Oh, are you all right, Gon?"
Yes.
Starts patting him down, checking him over.
I was shocked. He just grabbed my cock and he was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, that is very inappropriate.
Yes.
Very
Okay.
rude.
Is that your turn, or are you holding anything, or?
I am going to hold an action to, if they come within my reach, I'm going to attempt to whack them.
Okay.
Oh, the door is well clogged for that.
Well, I will fully admit I'm glad you said that. As you step into the corridor, you hear from behind you, as you step closer to the T intersection, again, that same sort of blood curdling. As one charges at
I knew I should have stealthed when I went up there.
Rob, why are there more monsters on the ship? Rob, why isn't the hallway clear?
Rod, why did you not clear the hallway? You were supposed to clear the hallway, and then you're like, "No, I don't clear hallways. I just clear hallways." And then I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna take the way up there." And then I'm like, "No, why don't you go in there? Monsters in there. I didn't clear it."
Why doesn't the air conditioning work? Rod, I'm hungry.
Rod, who changed my seat settings? Rod, why isn't the radio programmed correctly? Rod.
All right.
Okay,
I
does
quit.
that
I
mean that
pull
I
the
get
pins
to...
on all 6 of my grenades and kill all of us.
So yes,
So,
by the
does
way,
that
just
mean
want to make sure that
since
you
it
guys
has
did
to-
level up over the last break, correct?
Yeah.
Everybody here? Okay.
Mhm.
You get to make your attack first.
Now, it passed through. To move up there, it has to pass through my threatened squares. So I get an AOO, right?
Well, you get your held action.
Oh, I get my held action and an AOO.
Yep.
So, oh, I hit the wrong person. That's me right there. So my first, get down to that thing. I did say he was going to whack them, so I'll have to go with the tactical baton, which probably won't do much. 11.
Yep. So the tactical baton, you try to hit it, it's just too quick and dodges out of the way as it's coming through. Your second attack.
Ooh, crit miss.
And you're just stunned by the speed at which this thing moves and is actually able to dart around you. And it's not the most, entertaining or nice thing to look at either. So you might be a little disconcerted with this, but you take another swing, or it might be the fact that you're kind of hunched over and you just sort of hit the ground with your baton.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
hunched over like this. It's like, it's only like as big as a sap in my hand anyway. So it's like,
Kind of like a blackjack.
yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so
I
it's
know
going to
what you're now.
take a bite at you. Okay, you be thankful I am rolling like crap today. A 3 to hit, an 11 to hit your KAC.
An 11 does not hit my CAC.
All
Doesn't seem
right.
to matter whether it's digital or analog. We're all rolling like crap.
Apparently, it's the day.
I don't know. My stealth was great.
I only just figured out why you guys kept saying cack.
You're tired, dude. You're tired.
It's all good. All right. So the top one is going to move here to the one that actually shot. Basically, it's trying to get at the one that has been shooting at with the big stuff. It's going to take an attack roll against Rod.
Does that provoke against a threatened square?
Not if he's flat-footed.
No,
yeah.
not in this case. But that one, I'm going to guess it's with a 27.
Nope.
I rolled a natural 19, so just let me verify before I go any further what their crit range is.
Why did it have to be me? You had so many other people.
So it's just standard hit.
I mean,
Nope, standard hit.
they have tentacles, so.
Kasathan's
For
taste
you.
gaming.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time until the tentacle became involved.
So that is an 8 piercing, and I need you to make a fort save.
8 damage?
8 piercing damage, yeah.
Brutal.
I rolled max damage on die. It's 6 on the die and 2 plus 2.
Fort save, you said?
Yep.
22.
Okay, again, you feel as this thing starts to make you feel woozy and kind of weak, but you're able to shake it off and keep going. Yudah, the other one, is going to take a snap at you for a 12 against your KAC.
12 does not hit my case.
Okay, so it snaps at you, and you're able to fend it off with your lightsaber-ish thing.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Vum, 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 vum. Okay, Gon, you are up.
I've just come to realize that Wade is a big, big hassle when it comes to giving cover.
Hey,
Really?
you know what? If you guys want to go out and find places that can't accommodate large creatures, that's your own business. I can't help that.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna give Gon-sol his move action, so he can step back, and then he can shoot. Yeah, he'll shoot the one that's wounded.
So did you just 5-step back move, or did
Yeah.
you just... Okay.
A guarded step.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Automatic hit,
Nice.
yeah.
Some damage.
Okay, and penetrating. I'm trying to remember if that does anything or not.
No, it's just.
Are
when
you
sh-
proficient with that reaction cannon?
Yeah.
You have heavy weapons?
No, not me, but the drone.
No.
Okay, so as you wind up for this, bear with me 1 second here.
Penetrating is only when you fire at
Yeah,
items or
Has to do with hardness.
yeah.
And you just blast into it, and you watch as its corporeal nature slumps down and becomes almost like this goo-like skin on the ground.
And Rod gets some splattered on him, please.
Yes, yeah. There's some splatter. The splatter of goo and it's space goo.
That doesn't bother me
Space
now.
fliss goo. Space fliss goo.
From the other ear, you hear, woo!
Rod Steele, the Gideon of Starfinder.
I wish.
Oh no, if he was the Gideon of Starfinder, he'd be a really goody two shoes. Rods and
Yeah, I'd
That's
also
true.
be able to hit things in
All
combat.
right. So Sophia,
I'm not done. Gon is gonna use his standard.
Oh,
he's,
no.
he's gonna use his swift action to draw his weapon because of his armor upgrade thing, and then he's gonna
Yep.
use his standard to shoot this GUI.
okay, make your attack.
Yeah, it's a +4 for his ACE because it's big jolly.
Didn't we say soft cover was 2 or full?
No, it's 4.
Soft cover's 4. Okay.
But there's no reflex save bonus to it.
Right.
So that's a 12.
It's the AC.
Yeah.
Just grab me 1 second here. Pull up the.
If you add the +4 AC.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and you shoot wide and you hit the equipment behind it.
He's trying to shoot between Wade's legs, but
It's over nature of Wade and the spaces in between.
yeah, and that's his turn.
Oh, Gon, my friend, please do not shoot holes in my robes.
Okay. Sophia, you're up.
She's not likely to be able to hit any of these guys because of all the cover that they've got. So she's going to do a full round action magic missile the guy by Wade.
Okay. Roll damage for your 3 bolts.
All right. 3 plus 3 plus 3. So 9.
All 3 run into it, and you just watch as Wade gets the more up close and personal look as basically the structure of it kind of shifts and takes the impact. Looks visibly hurt, but it just is very weird to watch.
Ooh, that
Rod.
was interesting.
I can't give me the fucking music if I'm paying attention, but I muted myself. Also, there is a difference between soft cover and partial cover. The 17 to hit.
With your artillery full round?
Yeah, so
Or just
EAC.
singular?
No, singular.
Okay. And you blast right into it, doing 8 damage. And you watch as it absorbs the energy and it seems to char slightly around it. Does take the damage.
Okay.
Yudah.
I'm Yudah. And Yudah, he's going to get a little bit more attuned, just a little bit. And he's going to smack this guy with a sword again, God willing. And that's terrible. I got a modified 12.
Modified 12, is that plus your bonuses
That's
to attack?
plus- Yeah, actually, wait.
From attunement?
With the attunement, it's a modified 13. Good call.
Okay. Well, these are things, that are handy to know, right?
Attunement is only damage, isn't it? Not to hit.
Oh yeah, yes. Actually, that's what I was thinking before. It's only damage roll, so it is 12.
It is 12 against the KAC? Yeah, okay. So again, you try to go and it just barely misses.
It's too squiggly and squiggly. I can't get it.
Wade.
I could pull off a sneak attack, a trick attack. Maybe. I could get out of people's way, perhaps. No, that's a 20-something check.
Yeah, it's too. No, it's not a 20 if you. Well, it's too hard for you anyway.
It's 15 plus,
Well-
so it's a 16, I believe, from the DC to move through its threatened square. Right?
Only a 16?
Yeah.
It's 20 plus.
Yeah.
yeah,
you
16.
could technically move there.
Okay, do 15 plus 1. What's that? I could probably make that, actually. I want to try and get on the other side of it.
Like the other side
Okay.
being this side or here?
I can't make it anyway.
Well, you make it, but you
No,
provoke.
Yeah.
You're trying to
it's
get.
a
Okay, so
single.
move your character. Yep. And it gets the attack of opportunity for a 22 to hit.
That is.
Okay. So you take 6 damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a fortitude save.
And then a fort save with a grand total of 14. So probably not enough. It's probably a 15.
So again, you feel that. So as you feel it, it feels weakening and just slightly off, but you do shake out of it.
Okay. Cool. That's good. Good. Is good. All right then. So he gets an attack on me. I'm gonna try and hit that stealth DC if I can to pull off my trick attack. 18. So no, I don't get to do my trick attack this time.
Okay. Make your standard attack then, if you'd like.
Nah. 5.
And again, it's that hunched over thing. You're basically trying to play the drums right now. It's kind of entertaining to watch, I think.
Yeah. So it's probably really hilarious because this large 13-foot tall creature that is already really gangly tries to roll through the square of this other thing, and it goes like tumble, tumble, tumble. Oh, it grabs him. And then when he's up, he's like,
God damn it. Yep. Okay. That is your turn. So this thing is going to again try to bite you. 16 KAC.
that hits.
Okay. So you suffer another 6 damage, and I need you to make another fortitude save.
That's all my stamina points. Nope.
And again, you feel that thing try to latch into you, but you're able to shake it off. And Yudah, you are also being bitten or attempted to. That is a 13 against your KAC.
13 does not hit my KAC.
Okay, so again, matching at you. You're basically doing this dance, you with your
Yeah.
photon sword,
A
this thing, and you're both trying to fend each other off.
Dueling a squid, and we're both doing quite well.
It's quite cinematic. You've got your 4 arms, and you're just like with the one, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna dance with the other 3.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
you can dance
God.
if you want to.
You could leave your friends behind.
But if they don't dance,
Well, Gon is gonna.
And if they don't
fire at,
dance?
Then they're no
then
friends
they're
of
no
mine.
friends of mine.
Okay. Roll attack.
He's gonna overcharge his pistol and fire at the closest one there. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. So overcharge being the Technomancer overcharge?
No, it's the mechanic overcharge.
Okay.
I basically add 1d6 points of damage, but I use 3 times the amount of ammo.
Charger? Okay. So you fire through. Bear with me 1 second here.
4 points.
For 4 points of fire damage, and again, you watch as it sizzles the outside. Oh, crap! So technically, that does no damage.
That's unfortunate.
Are these things like immune to fire? Or?
So I got to add that back. Okay.
Now I can't see into this room because I don't see through my drone. He's gonna give the movement speed to his drone, so he'll stand like there. I think is a free spot.
No, okay. Just out of curiosity, because technically, I don't think you have the see through its eyes thing yet. Because I think that's a level 6 or 8 thinger, right? So what direction do you want to give it?
It's just like go in there. Like basically right now, if he's firing like this, he will give him cover. So the direction, the order is just to get into a better positioning, and shoot.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. So I will, definitely allow that. So yeah, make your attack roll then.
That's a 12.
Against KAC.
Yep.
Yeah, no. So again, you charge up, you fire, and you just hear it hit the back wall.
That's my turn.
Okay, Sophia.
Still
You're
muted.
muted somehow.
Yeah, locally.
Is your mic plugged in all the way?
Did you try taking it, plugging it out, and then plugging it back in again?
Yeah,
Turn it
it's
off and on again.
Yep.
You type what you want to do, and then maybe test it when you get it figured out.
Could be on the cord.
Yeah, Joel.
There's like 5 different ways to mute your microphone.
But only one way to have it actually work.
Ah, the future.
Yeah.
It was damage
think
some,
so.
yeah.
Oh, did you hit it? No, you didn't hit it.
She used magic missile on it.
Right.
Yeah, so the
So it
damage
has
that you
damage.
did to it is still, yeah.
I don't have my mouth harp anymore.
I was thinking about that song, like when I wanted us to board a ship, but I forgot it.
Okay, roll attack with your pistol.
I
Oh,
don't think
I heard sound.
Crazy Train would
You heard me?
fly.
I
There
hear
you go.
now.
Yep,
Beautiful.
we can hear you now.
That's either 16 or 17. Let me check real quick. That is a 17.
Okay, yep, that will definitely hit.
And
That's you're attacking the top one, right?
this counts as magic as well. So that's a d6 for a grand total of 2 damage.
Okay, so you watch as the shot does go through the body itself, and interestingly enough, it does ricochet off the floor right in front of Wade, but it does seem to damage the being.
Really? The magic?
It appears to damage it, but it's still based upon the physiology.
Okay.
Nobody's done a life sciences
Oh.
check on this thing. It's kind of fun.
I didn't have a life sign. Oh, Sophie, dear, please be more careful.
Yes, you do. Okay, so that's Sophia's turn. Rod.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at it again. It's
Okay, with what?
my
With-
modus operandi.
Big heavy
Is,
laser. Gotcha.
yeah, is fire not working? You said something about that earlier.
Yeah, so I apologize. I was taking a look at it and I screwed up on that. So what ends up happening is when you actually did damage it, you watched as the fire kind of got absorbed into the body to a certain extent.
So it still hurt it, just not as much as a
Nearly
laser
as
blast.
much as you would have expected it to do.
Okay. I'll stick with the artillery laser for now because switching mid-combat is a pain in the ass. 15?
Okay, so you 15 to hit EAC. Yep. So again, you watch as some of that gets absorbed into the body, but it does appear to damage it slightly. Yudah.
Yudah is me still, and Yudah will throw the sword of not throw but hit with, and he'll hit. I think. I don't know. I got a modified 19.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit. So you come down, you swing through, and it connects and starts to slice. Roll damage.
9 damage.
And just to verify, that's your standard.
Yep,
Kinetic?
standard damage plus strength mod plus the 1 for my attunement. And I believe I'm fully attuned now, which doesn't affect anything yet, but I can use an ability pretty quick if, you know,
Nice.
you don't kill them all.
So Rod, you watch as you think you're shooting this thing and doing some damage to it, and you're doing really well. And you just watch as Yudah comes in and slices through that thing, and you watch as basically blue goops get splattered. It reforms, but you can definitely tell this really hurt it.
Oh, thank goodness. There's something wrong with this gun.
Yudah knows what's up. Yudah's proving his worthfulness now.
My sword did a thing.
All right,
I
wait.
had to wait years for this sword to do a thing.
Okay, so I actually should have succeeded at that last stealth check, so no
okay.
worries. I understand that happens, so that's my fault. This time, I'm not going to be as picky, and I will still try to go ahead and stealth it. I am going to step back 1, just because maybe it'll go through my well, even if it goes through my square, or try to escape, I don't know. I just want to have it at a bit more of a distance, and I'm going to try and slink backwards. Oh,
yeah.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, I get my trick attack this time. That. Oh, it didn't roll the 1d4. 14?
14 to hit KAC. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah,
All right, and I gotta
unfortunately,
roll.
have to add the extra die manually.
Roll 1d4. So total of 7 damage. Blunt.
Yep. So just a quick. Yep. So you watch and you cave its head in, and it just goes as it sort of drops to the floor. This gooey skin bag, essentially.
Wade looks at Gon. He goes, "Oh, Gon, did you see? I did it."
After
Yes,
performing
killing
the
blow.
entire drum solo from In the Air Tonight.
Yes, it was
Yeah, it's like.
See ya, calling
it was very nice.
All right,
I
so
am useful.
Yes, more so than
Go-
Rod.
snap at the guy who keeps hitting it for a total of 21 to hit. That'd be Yudah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay,
It's a snap and a half.
so you take 7 damage, and I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Ouch. That's a 24 fortitude save.
Oh yeah, no, that'll definitely do it. So you do feel that sort of creeping in of something, but you're able to shake it off.
Trying to give me a spilkus.
Okay, Gon, you're up.
Well, let's see if we can fire with Gon-sol. 13
That just barely hits.
for 2.
So, and you watch as the round basically seems to graze it, but it definitely takes something out of it.
Ah, Rod, you haven't cleaned up here?
There's something wrong with my gun.
We are done in here.
I can take it if you
Aren't
want to.
you finished yet?
You've taken enough from me already.
He'll overcharge his gun and fire at the remaining one.
Okay.
13.
To hit his EAC. Is that through with soft cover or no from that
No.
standpoint? No? No, okay. Yeah, no, that'll hit.
For
Roll
7.
damage for 7 damage. And You do watch as it absorbs a certain amount of that, but it does do enough to cause it to slump down again. This sort of bag of goo.
He just looks at its gun. Mine is fine. You want to trade?
I'll pass.
All right.
All right, so we are out of combat.
Hey.
Roz will start fiddling with his gun, put it back on his thigh, and switch it out with the auto rifle.
Does that
Okay.
mean I lose my 3 turns of heavenly glow?
Yes.
Yes.
Darn.
Gon will
So-
start looting the room.
Turns out it was
Make
just
a-
rabbit
Make a perception check. You notice a flame pistol lying on the floor of the cargo hold,
Yoink.
and it contains 8 petrol.
Sophie's gonna attempt that life science check on these things now that we're out of
Okay.
combat. Just
Please
in
do.
case we run into more.
They're pretty funny.
That's a modified 26.
Oh yeah, no, that'll do it. You recognize these as what are known as akata. They are a medium aberration, and they're known as terrifying predators that dwell in the vast void of space. They tend to make their homes on asteroids, comets, and dying planets, hibernating in cocoons for countless centuries. And when a meteorite carrying an akata colony crashes onto a planet or another astronomical object that can support life, the akatas awake from their cocoons to seek out suitable hosts for their young. A typical akata stands about 3.5 feet tall and weighs about 400 pounds. And they reproduce by implanting their parasitic larval offspring in human hosts.
Hmm.
An infection known as
human hosts. I'm fine.
void death functions as a disease and transforms its
Humanoid
victims
hosts.
into undead void zombies.
It
The
turns
one
them
thing
into
that you-
what? Undead
Void
void zombies?
Yep.
Undead
Okay,
noid zombies.
I'm gonna have to tell people.
Undead noids.
The one piece of information that you do find very intriguing, though, is that the cocoon an akata can create around itself is composed of primarily the star material noqual, which is a special material, one bulk of which is worth 500 credits.
Wow. That's only the cocoons. That's not anything else.
That's the cocoons, as far as you're aware.
And then, do I know why, for some reason, we weren't able to do as much damage?
You do know that they are resistant to fire damage.
Resistant to fire?
Yep. However, one kind of cool, interesting thing about these things is that for some reason, they are susceptible to salt water.
Yes.
They're susceptible to salt water, huh?
So what
That
we need to
splashing them
do-
with salt water will cause damage to them, and fully immersing them in salt water will do some seriously hefty damage to it. It's basically, think the Wicked Witch of the West in water.
Gotcha.
So what we need to do is gather as much sweat as we can, and then we spray it on them.
They're gonna sweat on you.
Yeah. It's super effective.
Okay.
Well, if anyone intends to reuse this ship, we should definitely find an ocean to dunk in it, because otherwise it's just not safe.
So, with your 10 as well, by the way, Gon, you do notice, let me just pull up the sheet here again. You do also notice that there are what appear to be cocoons, or like shards of cocoons or shards of stuff on the floor.
That's money right there. That is.
He grabs it all.
Wade come across.
Aren't they
Wade
also
comes across.
completely silent? The akatas? I remember them as like graceful and like completely silent.
I recognize
They
these
can-
things, Pathfinder.
They can be. Should they choose, they don't breathe, which is kind of interesting. But it's, it doesn't say anything about them being necessarily silent, but they can be very stealthy.
Yeah. Okay. How much shard things do I get?
You have 2 bulk worth of shards.
And it was 500 credits.
Ooh,
for
that's
one
nice.
bulk.
Yeah, so that's 1,000 credits.
You might be getting
Alright,
your
Waydaga
money
comes
back,
across-
Rod, soon.
I had better.
If he tells you what he found.
What? Hey, Rod did not clear the hallway. He did not clear the sideway. What is he here for?
Because you keep running ahead of me.
All right, Rod. How about you run, and then we wait for you to scream for help, and then we'll come and save you.
Well, while they're talking, Wade just comes across nonchalantly on the comms and says, "I'll be right back," and he'll stealth away.
So, by the way, Wade, in the middle there, you do see that the body on the floor is a dead goblin.
P.S.
We have-
There is goblins here, and then he'll stealth away.
Do we have 10 minutes to kill?
Need a
What?
rest?
I got hit pretty hard.
You've only got so much. You only got so much air in that suit of yours, you know.
Come on, Rod.
You want to go?
It's 24 hours.
Rod,
I am
31, you-
invisible.
Rod, we
You
just,
basically are.
we just got here, Rod, and
So-
now you want to take a rest?
Wade
Wade is
just comes across
gone.
nonchalantly. Yeah, Wade just comes across nonchalantly on the comms and says, "I'll be right back," and
And
he
it
just
just
glides away.
Do not stray too
Just
far.
glides away. He totally goes magpie on this. He's just like poof, gone.
All right, fine.
It is
That's-
probably really creepy.
So
You know what?
you
I'm
said there was
done.
a dead
I'm done.
goblin.
I'm done with you.
He stealths
Okay,
away.
so as you enter
Just trying to check
into
things out.
that room there, a
I
wide
am at 31
transparent-
stealth now. I'm at 31 stealth.
You're at 31 stealth. I know you're at 31 stealth. I understand this fact. Yeah. So a wide transparent aluminum window stretches across the forward wall of this control room. Twinkling lights in the distance are all that can be seen of Absalom Station and the ships of the Armada surrounding it. This is the Acrian's main bridge, from what you can tell. Floor stations equipped with consoles and controls for operating the ship's systems and functions, but they appear to be powered down or on standby. Make a perception check.
12.
Okay. Yep. Let me quickly take a look here. Yeah, no. Okay. You don't see anything else out of the ordinary.
He'll just whisper into the comms, "The bridge looks clear." And he'll drift back this way and drift in.
Which way is the cockpit?
Where Wade just was.
You said that there was a space goblin on the ground.
In the middle right here. That was the small body that you saw upon entering.
Sophie will suggest that someone shoots it because space zombies.
Right. Oh, yes.
Yudah
right.
is going to immediately object to your suggestion of shooting the dead spacer on the ground.
Gon will
I-
loot the goblin.
I instead, actually, I was got a problem with my foot, but I'm just gonna let you loot him because if he's gonna move, that's gonna be when he does it.
So interestingly enough, the goblin on the ground, you get scraps of material. Like there's very little left of the goblin's clothes or spacesuit, and you don't seem to find anything else on the creature itself.
Is that UPBs?
I would maybe say a UPB, like one.
He's all excited about UPBs.
And
Am I seeing anything in here?
he'll snap
you
his
just-
neck.
Which stops.
Surreptitiously will-
Yeah. Okay. Roll for coup de grace now. So Wade, what you see in there is the power core of the ship itself, which seems to be operating at fairly minimal power.
Can I make an engineering check to see what it might need to get going back up? If it's broken or
Yeah, sure.
something?
Sure. It appears that it is severely drained for some reason. You don't know what may be causing it, but it appears to be working on very minimal power in and of itself. But you're just not 100% certain as to what may have caused it. Because from what you see of the power core, it looks good.
Power core looks intact but drained. Is this not revealing because I'm not seeing a door or something?
Is what not revealing?
This
Like you
room,
can't go
or is it
inside
just
of it.
That it's just that funky shape.
Let me take a look. I'm not sure why that's doing that. Give me 1 second here. Because there was...
I see now.
Okay, that's not it.
I moved the light. Maybe that's it.
There should have been something in there that you could have done something with, but I'm not sure why. But you can move through that, right?
I can now, yeah. Yep.
That's weird.
All right, I see. Do you want me to keep going or wait for you?
Well, I think we should go to cockpit, and then we close all the doors so we can start everything up. You know, get some fresh air.
Oh, that's right. You need that. Okay. I'm going to stay quiet, he says, and does stay quiet.
Okay.
Forgot I was muted.
Okay, sorry, what was that?
I forgot I was muted.
All right.
I was
So you
making
guys
overly dramatic sneaking noises.
Okay. So you're just going to keep going straight then?
Unless I spot something down either one of these corridors.
Make a perception check. You see doors on either side of the hallways and an opening at the top side there as well, down the hallways itself. But make a general perception check if you'd like.
Mhm.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
Okay.
11.
nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, other than the doors. Every door is open from what you can tell. Did you look up at the top here, around here?
Sorry, where?
Yeah. Did you look up there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you did notice that this door here is closed, or appears to be.
Looks like all the doors are open, but this one. Figure maybe there's someone in there.
Yes, go and open.
Well, let's go to the cockpit first.
All right.
If we can manually open and close doors.
Just wanted to see you get attacked, but okay.
Well, let's get you all safe and sound in the cockpit, you little weasel.
All right, so just make sure you're up there. So you do see the exact same thing that I described to Wade earlier. The 4 stations, the captain's chair, and what have you. As you step into the room, however,
Damn it, Kane. Why can't you go into the room?
Well, why does nothing ever happen until we're already ass deep in it?
Because that's how it works, you know? Kick down the door, and then the monster comes.
It was right in front of us.
it drops down from the ceiling.
Oh, fuck.
See, you're terrible at this.
No, Wade didn't see it because he was looking down more because he had dunk around.
Yep,
It's
yep.
small in here.
Stealing squid.
So as they drop
Get out
down,
of the
I
damn
need
room.
everybody to again roll initiative. All right. So while you guys are sort of figuring that out, these three things are going to charge.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
Of course.
You walk in without doing any perception checks or anything like this. It's not my fault.
Oh, we're going in for a little bit of shoelacing, aren't we? I see.
Also, your 11 wouldn't have saved you on that one.
Yeah, fair.
So the first one starts to gnash at Rod, misses. Second one is a 16
Nope.
to hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
TAC? No.
Yeah.
Flat-footed,
Yeah. Okay.
flat-footed though. -2.
I'm not flat-footed. I'm always expecting danger.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it. The second one maybe hit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, since
That's flat-footed.
Gon is so gung-ho for me to get hit all the time.
So that will be a. Let me double check that. That'll be a 5
All right.
piercing, plus a fort save, please.
It's like ghouls. Eventually, you fail to save.
Or so you think.
Hey,
Oh, like I
Okay.
said, evenally you fail to save.
shut up. Stop talking about me.
Okay, so you feel this weakening begin to happen, and you feel this latch on. You are now infected with the disease Void Death.
I would like to
Nice.
take
Sounds
the
nice.
special
It was very
action
nice
and
knowing you,
kill
Rob.
myself.
So you are infected with Void Death.
I hope I turn on the way back and eat all of you.
Okay, so just remember that when you die, or if you die, you need to roll 2d4.
It's gonna be 8 of me. All of you.
All right.
Hey, if you die, you get to run them.
So for Gon, the third one is going to take a bite at him for a 15 against your KAC. So roll a fort save, and you also take 5 damage.
My cack. 23.
Well, that'll do it. Where you are not infected by Void Death.
The little rat makes it, but the big burly human, no.
No, Rod.
Because
Why'd
Rod.
you get infected with a deadly space disease?
Why did he get affected by the deadly space disease?
Because I hate you.
All right. I guess it's Gon's turn then.
So let me just sort descending. Yep, gone. You're up.
So I'll take a guard step up there, pull out the solid projectile pistol, and he'll shoot the one down there,
Okay.
giving it partial cover.
For +2, right?
Ooh, that's a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yep.
So 3 points.
So the projectile goes through, hits, ricochets off the ground, and you watch as it splatters through. Yep.
And Gon-sol is gonna shoot at that guy.
Okay. Also partial, or is that more
No, that's a soft cover because of Ron.
soft cover? Yeah. Yep. Make attack roll.
No.
Okay. And you, Rod, you feel this thing just whiz by you and hit the aluminum glass ahead of you, and just sparks fly.
You trying to kill all of us at once?
Well, you're already in the vacuum of space, so I don't know how much extra issue there's going to be on that one.
Well, I mean, that would make the ship impossible to steal, which is kind of counterintuitive to Gon's plan.
I can patch it up. No worries.
All
If we're in
right.
the vacuum of space, this is still generating its own. Oh, that's right. You said it's still generating gravity. Okay.
So
Science.
now that Gon has left the issue, this one's going to step up here.
We.
I mean, you're already infected. The next
They're
thing
just
is
looking-
they have to kill you.
To think
Looking
I
for
took
a
bodyguard.
Looking for the next meal. So the first one is a crit fail as a 1. Second one is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
And again another 14. So you just watch as all these three converge on you and start gnashing at you.
Now they've got a
Wait.
taste for you.
Well, they know if they kill him, then
Delicious. Bring in the spawn.
bring in the spawn.
Is there like a
It-
door control
the way it
next to
goes.
these things?
Yeah, there appears to be.
All right. I have a plan.
So Wade will be like, "Did you guys get into trouble up there?"
Yes. Rod stepped on the wrong platform.
Oh, that sounds about right.
He's currently engaged in some nasty business with the dogs.
Oh, that's nice. Do you need my
I just
help?
want you guys to know we did not pay for comm units with separate lines.
What? Oh, hello, Rod.
What are you doing in this call? Get out.
Group chat.
Yudah's here too.
I
Should I
thought we
seal
were
off the-
on a private channel.
Should I seal off the door to the cockpit?
Well, not yet.
Oh,
Also, it's not
with
your
Rod
turn.
in there? Oh. But do you need me to come up there, Rod?
In a minute.
Okay. And if he says in a minute, Wade's going to start doing other stuff.
Just gonna wait 10 turns.
Wade's going to go over here to this door and listen, try to figure out. I'm assuming that's a door.
Yep, there's a door there.
All right, Wade's going to do a perception check to see if there's anything in there before he opens it up.
Okay, make your perception check.
Of course not. There ain't nothing in there.
You reach out and you realize there's no actual door closed there. You just can't see through for some reason. Let me take a look at the dynamic lighting. I might have screwed that up somehow.
Oh, so my perception
Because there
check doesn't matter.
should be. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure that out because there should be something there.
I see little slivers.
There we go. That should fix that.
So 5,
you go.
10, 15, 20. Doesn't see anything in that open door now, is what it was. So he will peek
Yeah.
around. 20. Still super stealth.
Yep.
And that'd probably be about all the movement I can do. I
Yep.
don't see anything in here that's worrying me. That was an 8.
Everything seems to be
All right.
kosher, just like in the cockpit.
Yeah, just like in the cockpit. This is this cargo room, I suppose.
The engine room. So bear with me 1 second here. So you're surrounded by machinery in this long changer. It stretches across the width of the ship. All of the Acrian's main engineering functions appear to be handled from this area.
Okay. Well, Wade will come across the comm unit and say, "Engine room looks clear." Also, and we'll start to turn around to go out the other way when he gets movement.
Okay. Sophia.
Alrighty, what am I gonna do here?
If you could tag all three of them with some magic missiles, that'd be great.
I could do magic missile,
shoot a few of them.
Before they eat me, that'd be real appreciative lack.
So if I were to cast a cone, what kind of shape would that take as far as squares go?
A cone?
15 foot.
Bear with me 1 second here.
Cone. So if I'm
She's gonna blindside Rod with a color spray to get to the other three things, and then just drag him out and close the door.
1 second, because I actually have a thing. Just
something like
bear-
this, depending on where you're standing, of course.
you have a thing, huh?
I do have a thing. Just bear with me 1 second here as I.
Let me pull out my thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Oh my
it's your
God.
thing.
That was amazing.
Here we go.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Let me put on my thing.
So you said 15-foot cone, right?
Yeah. Oh, that would reach. Nice.
This is technically a. Oh, wait, there it is. I got the wrong one out here. There we go. There we go. So if you're doing that,
So I'm not planning on doing that right from where I'm standing. I'm just getting an idea of where it would go.
or
And that would be rotated from where it's at, I think.
Yeah, that's incorrect.
it's not slightly too small. You're right. Give me 1 sec.
Because it should be this away.
Sorry, I wish that these things would actually do the job that they're supposed to do in that regard. So, yeah, there we go.
That's if I was aiming it that way.
That's 20 feet though.
Is that
Wow, that's a lot more space than I thought it was. Okay.
No, no, you're right. Give me one. For the love of God, this. Here's the issue: they don't do that the way it should be done. So here we go. That should be 15.
Okay, and am I able to rotate that?
Yeah, to a certain extent. Like it comes out of you at a 45-degree angle, right? So for some reason, this thing's not being very cooperative.
You do promptly
color
scare the
spray the-
bejesus out of Yudah.
Just color spray everybody, drag the ones you want to save out, and close the door. It's that simple.
It's not color spray, it's heat.
Oh,
So burn
Yeah.
the ones you want to burn.
But I don't want to
There we
hit
go.
Rod with it. That's the trick.
Well, as it stands, you're
don't
gonna
you?
hit him.
Didn't you do the knowledge check to remember that they absorbed fire?
Oh yeah, they do absorb fire. Yeah, you're correct. That makes sense.
You need to sweat on them.
Okay, so if that's the case,
Do you
Just
have
gotta
hydraulic
get it
push?
nice and steamy in here.
I can see two of them from where I'm at. Sophia will step here. I can still see only two of them. So she is going to magic missile two at this one. Oh no, not if I move. So I got to stay there. Two here, one here.
Boom, boom.
So first two, 3 plus 2, so 5. And then for the second one, 2.
Okay, so you were saying for the first one, it's how much? 5 damage?
Yeah.
And
For
for
the
the next
one
one, it's 2.
closest to Gon. At least that I can
Alrighty.
see.
3 head in, and yep, you do that damage there. Rod.
Okay, so what I want to do is drop a grenade 5 foot out and close the door.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, that's smart.
You're going to drop the grenade 5 feet out on that one there.
I was going to drop it at my feet. It's a 15-foot blast.
Okay. Feel free to do so.
Door flies
5
off,
foot out.
blasts you with bludgeoning.
Luckily, it's not that powerful a grenade.
So you 5 foot back. Are you dropping the grenade before you 5 foot and hit the door? Or are you 5 footing, throwing the grenade, hitting the door?
I guess I'll have to 5 foot grenade and then door.
Okay.
But thematically, he's just like,
Drop,
Oh.
back up, hits the door. All right.
It would provoke. When
Not
you
if I'm
throw
5 footing.
When you
Oh,
throw a
yeah.
grenade.
Yeah, but I'm not throwing it though. I'm just dropping.
Technically, he's not wrong. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to do it.
Well, my options here are take a bunch of AOs, back out of the room and drop a grenade, or fire my gun and take a bunch of AOs, or punch something and then get eaten next turn.
All solid options.
Technically, though, if you do the 5 foot back and then throw the grenade, you're only getting 1 AOO.
I'll take that then.
Okay. This is going to be good. 12 to hit, which I'm guessing does not hit.
It does not.
So you can get the Nash. You drop the grenade. You hit the door panel. Nothing happens.
Fuck!
Roll damage and roll reflex for
You
Gon.
guys didn't have me turn
Rod.
it on.
So it's 15 feet from here.
Rod, I hate you.
I hate you too.
I really hate you. You have no idea.
You know what?
I love this
You know
module.
what has stopped this from happening? About 400 credits.
See, I absolutely love the fact that the module actually states that the airlocks have their own power source to work if you use the keypad, but the doors do not.
There you go. It worked out in that favor.
So reflex saves
Oh.
for all except for Yudah. So Sophia, Gon-sol, Gon, Rod. All
He
need
was
reflex
already
saves.
on Sophia's bad side anyway. Now he's blowing crap up in front of her, making her make saves. Wade's way back here. He's just chilling, man. He's like, "What y'all doing?" that's cool.
I have to pick an intersection for that. So if we say it rolled here, it'll hit the 4 squares above.
So that intersection.
Here, I'll just draw it.
It was a great idea. It really, really was. If only there were power.
Was the button?
Should have gone to the power core first.
Was the little light on the button glowing before you pressed it? Was it? Tell me truthfully, was it? Because there's usually a little light that says like, "Oh, you can press me and I will close or open."
The red light that says, "Don't press me, I will do nothing."
You know, you do realize this also prevents us from completing our mission because all of the computers are going to be damaged.
Oh,
Hit the
look
button
at that.
and it goes, "Brrr."
It's just gone. Wait, I thought it was 15 feet from the intersection.
Yeah, you pick one intersection.
And so 15 would be 3 boxes up, 3 boxes to the side, 3 boxes out, 3 boxes down.
Just let me kill Gon.
I already succeeded on my reflex save.
Well, either way, I don't think it'll hit Sophia.
No. Based on that, it's just you, Rod. So Rod, Gon, and Gon-sol. Gon-sol already have theirs. You do as well, Rod. And the creatures got an 11.
Which does not make it.
Okay. So that was the damage up there, the 1? Or is that the...
even when my plans backfire and I almost kill myself, I can't roll.
Now here's the question. What kind of grenade is it?
You were
It was a frag grenade. It's projectile damage.
Projectile damage? Okay, because I was just going to say, if it was the fire grenade...
see. This is how bad. Viewers, please feel bad for Rod as a character, because even when he's trying to kill himself, he can't kill himself.
So you guys don't take any damage because it's halved from 1. And I'm guessing you guys succeeded on your save.
Mm-hmm.
Like 17 saves, 18 saves. What
Oh
was
yeah,
the save?
no, it's a level 1 frag grenade. The DC's like
Okay.
12 or 13.
Yeah. Okay.
Wade
So yeah,
comes
you guys
across
take no
the house-
damage,
Wade
but
comes
you're
across the house-
splattered
What?
with shrapnel.
Hopefully,
What was
that
that?
is the same.
A failed attempt.
It's like you're just trying to make me angry.
A failed.
Just
A failed.
constantly
Oh,
trying.
what's this?
It almost worked too.
It almost worked.
A failed attempt. Oh, you wanted to do something, didn't you?
Turn the
Rod?
damn ship on.
I was going to. That's why we
Oh.
go to the cockpit. But no, someone doesn't want to take the first step in and check things out.
All right, Yudah.
Okay, so Yudah had stopped aside and had looked up this hallway seconds after Rod had. And in the few seconds after him looking down the hallway, there was a chorus of shouts, a couple of pews, and then a confusing explosion. And yeah, now there's just this mess over here. He doesn't know what to do about it. So I guess he'll just come barreling in. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity, I think, from that guy. But he's just, well, there you go.
You're at
just-
5. You have 1 more movement. What do you want to do with it? Do you want to try to go diagonally to avoid Actually, did you want to acrobatics through any of this, or did you want to?
Actually, you know what? Could I try to do an acrobatics to maybe get that last point to move right there in the back?
Yep, I'll allow that.
Far
Because
out.
you're basically you're coming in Jedi style here, just trying to
Yeah. Now we
flip
play
your way
the art
through,
of
and so.
the art of keep my character sheet from landing in my grilled cheese.
You can only tumble as a half move.
Oh, is that true? Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
you
probably
wouldn't be
don't
able to
wanna do
avoid that.
That's
Yeah.
all right. I got a modified
I-
18, so there's no great loss. I just want to get past you guys so I can get swinging on them.
Okay, so
But either way, I gain a point of attunement, so I'm at 1 again, and I'm going to attack this guy to my south.
you do
my-
get an attack of opportunity from the guy at the hard corner.
All right, he can let him all take a run at me. Let them.
Are you sure you?
Tear me up, baby.
Okay,
What's
well
the
that was a
damage?
natural 20.
They're raiding me! Ah!
So-
Why did you take Rod's place? You crazy?
Screaming.
Yeah, so that is an 8.
Another 8 damage.
If I
Beauty.
remember correct, it's just double dice plus no, it's double everything, isn't it?
Double everything, yeah.
So it is 10 damage.
Nice.
Plus a fort save, please.
Yep. Okay, here comes your 4th save. I'm still looking for where I put my damn pencil though. On account of the whole dinner situation. Got a 4th save of a modified 18.
Okay, no, that's more than enough.
Cool.
So
Cool.
you feel that go in, but you shrug that off.
So I'm still getting a big tasty 10 off of my stamina, eh?
Yep. But you can now make your attack against whichever one you wanted. I think it was the bottom one you were aiming for.
Yeah, you bet your shiny batukas I'm going to do that. 1 second.
Okay.
It'll be another modified 18 to hit him.
That'll hit.
Woo!
Make your
Big
damage
money, no
roll.
whammies.
So you come
Ooh.
down on and swing your sword through, and it connects and starts to slice in.
Only does 6 damage, though.
Okay. So again, you watch as this does take a good chunk out of it again, reform slowly to accommodate the space. But yeah, blue goes splattering, bluish purple.
I'm feeling heroic. You can
Gone.
smell it on my 4 armpits.
Guarded step back. Shoot that guy.
Okay, make your attack.
20.
Yep, that'll definitely hit.
5 mighty points.
And you watch as it becomes another bag of goo, basically the same as the previous. As the bullet enters in, it just slumps down.
It looks like this gun works too. Rod, you want to trade this one?
Rod sits down on the ground and just begins to cry into his hands.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Okay.
It seems like all of my guns were incredible.
All right,
And,
Gon, what?
Alpha is gonna shoot that guy with
Okay.
soft cover. It's a 6.
And again, you watch as this thing, you watch as it charges up, and you watch as again the projectile barely misses both Yudah and the monster, and then ricochets again off of the glass. This time, you get a small crack in the aluminum glass.
Okay, let's take it a little bit careful, Gon-sol. Little bit careful.
All right, Yudah, you are getting 2 attacks from these 2 things.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting attacked twice simultaneously.
First one is a 22 to hit, and the
That's a
second
hit.
is a 16.
That too is a hit.
Okay. So I need you to roll 2 fort saves, and you take a total of 11 damage.
First fort save should be good with a modified 22. Second fort save, I'm coming fast. I got the same. Should be not.
Perfect. And you just feel these
It's
things biting
So-
into you and sinking in, and this weird feeling overtaking you, like you keep shaking it off.
It's so I'm not getting sick. I'm just getting physically torn apart. So that's reassuring.
Pretty much. Wade.
Wade heard Rod say something about turning the power on, so that's what he's going to attempt to do. Which
Okay.
room would he need to be in to do that?
Well, you're at the engineering room, so if you want to make a quick perception check to see which terminal it might be.
As well as when I'm going to die from the attack that is inevitably coming. Of course, I'm crit stealthed, so it's not. I'm not sure if they're going to end up seeing me or not.
Remember to look up.
Perception, 14.
Yep, so the
14 to find
control
the
panels
terminal.
right about here seem to be the right terminal to utilize to get the power on. It seems to be the main engineering station.
Okay, so he just walks over there, nice and quietly, still being sneaky, and will, I guess, do an engineering check.
Yep.
Unless it's like push this button.
I also need you to roll computers to do. Actually, start with computers check, please.
Oh,
We'll
start with
ignore that one
computers?
just from the
I am
standpoint
not
of
trained in.
computers.
I cannot roll a computers because I am not trained in it. I'm only trained in engineering.
Okay, because you get to the terminal and realize that there is a system login.
Oh, it looks like there is a password. Does anyone know it?
Have you tried ABC 123? It usually does the trick.
He tries ABC.
No, it's
He tries ABC 1, 2, 3.
no. Come on,
It does not work.
it's hackers all over again. Dude. Password, secret, sex, and God.
He tries all those.
Try it.
Yeah,
Try QWERTY.
Did you try password?
He
All
tries
right.
password. Password does not work. No, Rod, like all your other attempts, that was also a fail.
well played. Alrighty. So that is Wade's turn. Sophia.
To be clear, viewers, we really do like Kane.
Are
We
you
like
sure?
Kane a lot.
Are you fucking sure?
Right at this point in time, I
I do
know.
not like Kane. That's for sure.
Okay.
So Sophia.
See, once Wade breaks him, he knows he has him. See? That's how it is.
Sophie heard that there's 3 of these, but right now she can only see 1. So she is going to, I guess, do a full round of magic missile on this guy right here.
All right.
All 3. 5 plus 4 plus 4.
13. And you watch, and this thing, you watch as these things pound into it, and this thing is beginning to lose form, but it is still barely holding on.
Really? Even after the one from before, huh? Interesting.
Well, that one only took,
We only did 2 before.
yeah. So this is a total of 15, I think it took from you.
Yep.
So, Rod, you're up.
Hold on, I'm still coming to terms with my own fucking ineptitude.
To be
Hey, it's
completely
Rod's
honest, it's
ineptitude.
it was a great idea. It really fucking was. It was just the A, perception check, B, the way the module is actually written around this portion. So the idea was
I thought it was
phenomenal.
a good idea.
You know
It
what?
was
I'm
great.
not totally sold on grenades not being the answer here yet. So I'm gonna throw one in here. He watches this as the whole round goes by, and you guys pretty much just obliterate these things entirely without his help. So I think he's done trying. It's just whatever. Let the explosives do the work. I believe I
Okay.
hit my intersection.
Yep. Roll your damage.
3.
Okay. So these things are making a dex. They fail their dex save. 1, 2, 3. It was Yudah going to be in there, or no?
No.
Or were you throwing it back far enough that wouldn't be the case?
This intersection will catch the top one in the diagonal and the bottom one in the straightaway.
Okay, perfect. So they both failed. So they both take 3 damage, and that's another frag.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one right in front of Yudah loses its form and just flumps down as a basically bag of bluish purple goo. And this one takes another 3. So it takes it, but it is still kicking. All right, Yudah. Oh, and so just bear with me 1 second here. Just going to roll a quick percentile die. Yeah. So you watch as the crack started by Gon-sol's round becomes larger and you watch as part of the controls in this corner take damage.
Nah, you can fix it.
Anyone have duct tape? Anyone?
You're the one who's got the nuclear bomb in his bag. You should, if anybody's going to have nuclear tape, it's going to be...
Wade comes across and says, if anyone had duct tape, it would be you, Gon.
No, it sticks to my fur. Don't like it.
I would say that Rod has duct tape because he needs it to put together his homemade time bombs.
He needs that duct tape. Just
But-
pull it fast.
I think that would make Rod too useful in this scenario, so I'm going to say no.
Good call.
Now, my question is he using, like, say, fertilizer a la the Unabomber, or...
I figure it's some sort of like space equivalent of C4.
Gotcha.
I always thought of
Alright.
him as like a little furry rocketeer.
All right, Yudah, you are up.
All right. Is Homeboy allowed to 5 foot here and then attack?
Yep. I would say so,
Cool.
probably.
That's what he'll do. He'll just kind of dance around so you guys have an open alleyway if you want to take a run at this guy. But then he's gonna swing his old Swordorino, and that's going to be a modified 19.
That will hit. Roll damage.
9 damage.
9 damage. You just begin to cleave through, and you dodge out of the way of it, and you slice into its side, dealing quite a bit of damage. You do watch it sort of slowly reform, and it's very similar to like the goo that you would like sensory toy goo kind of stuff, where you can rip it apart and then put it right back together, kind of thing, and just sort of slowly moves back.
Burp it. Zerp it.
Yep. All right. Gone.
It's
Stab it. Shoot it.
Bottom it.
It's gonna run here.
Shoot it in the head. Shoot it in the head. Shoot it.
I'll run there.
Damn it.
And he'll shoot it.
Yay.
For an 8. And
Nope, that
for
misses.
an-
That's not good.
Yeah, not very successful.
Oop.
And in both cases, so Gone, yours ricochets off and actually ends up hitting the computer screen behind it. And Gon-sol's ends up laying a crack where the explosion ended up being. And you watch as the entire aluminum glass shield shatters and drifts off into space.
At least there's no atmosphere in here for us to get sucked out with.
Well, it looks like Wade's going to have to pilot this ship back for us.
I don't know that that's a very good idea.
Assume
Well,
that
actually, my suit has I think 2 days worth of air in it, so I could do it.
assume that there's like security like things that you can pull down in front of the windows if there's like a breach.
Like a blind?
Yeah, like the blind.
From your
Yeah,
understanding,
with
that
the
would
glass
normally
shield.
be from your understanding that would normally be something that the computer would handle through the power systems. That it would come down in an emergency situation like that.
But it has that function available to it.
Usually,
Yeah, usually. But this one might be custom made and like they forgot to put it there. Someone thought, nah, we don't need it because no one is gonna fire like high-powered projectile weapons.
in the middle of
Who
this
ever
mining
attacked a
vessel.
mining vessel ever?
All right. So, Yudah, you are attacked by this thing. It is pissed off, and it hits you for a 24, I'm guessing. Okay, and it deals 6 damage.
Nooch.
And I need you to do another fort save.
Natty. Natural 20.
There you go.
Yet again, I'm still just getting physically torn to shreds, but I'm as healthy as can be.
Okay, Wade.
Except for the spacefulness.
The space fliss, yeah.
No, he doesn't have the space for it.
You don't know that.
It's in my chest.
Okay. Wade will say over the comms, Sophia, dear, once you get back here to get the password in, I will fix the power. And he will go 5, 10, 15.
Here, I'll just jump you in here. Oh, let me jump you in.
Or you can
tried-
come help Yudah, because
Have you-
Yudah's bleeding out of his blood holes.
Have you tried admin 1?
I tried that one. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is this like a door right here, or is this just part of it?
That's just part of the wall there, or should be. Yeah, that's just part of the wall.
Okay, so he'll start heading back. He'll start heading back up to them. Then he'll go ahead and double move.
Okay.
All right. He's not moving. He'll double move stealth.
Okay. Sophia.
You know, she really doesn't want to damage the computers any further.
Oh shit! Come help me.
How
I don't really want to risk it. After all,
how
we
is
might
Rod
damage the
feeling?
derelict nightmare vessel.
Aside
far
from a
as
bunch of
damage
stamina
goes.
damage, I'm okay. Well, I have a chest burster inside my chest, but that's dead.
It's still sleeping.
He's okay physically. Emotionally, he's having this real crisis.
So,
Why am I here? Why did I join the force? I should have stayed in prison.
I'm
I'm
assuming
just trying to get the
Mama
squid
always-
off my arm. That's still clung to my arm.
He's like,
I'm assuming my little medical thing won't help him.
I should have been an accountant like my father.
Mama said there'd be days like this.
So,
My mama said life is like a box of chocolates.
I've yet to find.
But I'm
the
allergic to
chocolate.
coconuts, and this is definitely a fucking coconut day.
there's not much she can do, so she's going to hold their action and basically wait for another one of these creatures to show up if one decides to.
Poor
Okay.
Yudah.
Rod.
Oh, I 5 foot in and punch it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I really didn't want this thing to eat me.
Oh, don't get too excited. I'll probably miss.
Punch me.
Punch
Oh,
you
he's
right in
like-
the face.
Is Yudah in bad shape?
Yeah, he's bleeding out of every orifice.
Are you
Oh,
shitting me?
boy.
Now you do this? That's a 20 to hit and 6 damage.
Oh yeah, you are so pissed off at this thing. You just wind up, punch it in the schnoz, and it just crumples to the floor.
See, you have so much. You have so much anger.
And then Yudah crumples to the floor.
Both
All right.
Yudah and Sophia have those Healy injector thingies, whatever those are. I forgot what they're called. So
Yeah, healing.
Yudah can
monsters.
heal himself.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that completes combat for now.
I'm just gonna sit in my chair there.
What would you guys like to do?
I would like
Uh,
to search for more shells.
Okay, so in the bridge,
Money.
okay, and you do see 3 bulk worth of the same stuff you picked up in the previous cargo
Oh, man.
cargo hold. So you do find that on the ground here.
After
Wait
that,
comes to Sophia.
he's gonna start turn on the computers.
Okay,
Is
Sophia's
there
gonna
power
check
in
to
here?
See how
No
damaged
power?
there are.
there is minimal power on the
So-
screens. You do see that the screens are in standby mode. There is minimal power to the screen, so it looks like it's emergency power only.
Well, unless we can turn on the rest of the ship from here, we should get Sophie down to the engine room.
Is it
Did
Oh
you say you
yes,
had-
Rod, the engine room.
Did you say you had an extra serum, Sophia? Like other than the one I had on me? Because that one did not work very well.
Yes, she does. You will hand it over to Yudah.
You didn't apply it correctly.
That one was a dud.
No, you'd have missed. You got
You're
mostly
doing great
shirt,
in
a
combat.
little bit of skin.
Injection site and proper administration is a very important thing. Making sure you get the
It
right
was
location.
intravenous. It was
I just-
It was
intravenous.
intravenous and he drank it.
I just stuck it into my kneecap.
Jesus, don't say that.
I got water on the knee.
It's kind of like the new but old EpiPen that had the voice trainer on it, which would give you the instructions. He wants to go stab it himself, and instead of getting into the IM portion, his intramuscular, it hits bone.
Oh,
Would it be possible to turn to close the doors, or is the power just not? Is it lights only?
It appears to. So, if you want to take a look at the door itself, I'll do a quick engineering check for you, please.
Okay, 31.
Yeah. So, what you can tell is that the ship is on emergency only power. That dependent on the results you get with the computer systems, you may be able to restore power to a certain extent to the rest of the ship. It depends on if it's an issue with the power core or if this is an emergency lockdown. You do notice that none of the, so as part of this whole thing, all the doors have been forced open, which appears to your understanding from engineering to be this is an emergency procedure that they were doing to basically make this ship inoperable and vent any unwanted things from the ship itself. This was basically, it was a purge, essentially. So all of the doors are basically stuck open. None of the power to the doors specifically work. So in order to close them, you'd have to do so manually. But you are more than welcome to take a look at the computers to see whether or not you can restore anything or what have you based upon that knowledge of it being that. Okay, a 20 computer check. So I am going to scroll down here to the bridge
again and assists for fun.
Surezies. All right.
Okay.
Yes, you can press those buttons there.
That would
Yep,
be
yep, patronizing
a
bitch to everyone.
14. So I didn't do too good this time. That's
So
fine.
I mean, I get doing it to
He doesn't
Rod,
pay-
but
He doesn't
All right.
patronize his space angel.
So you're able to access basic functions of the ship's computer itself from the looks of it. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, yeah. So you're able to currently access the basic functions of the ship. You do notice that you are there is a secure login for any advanced functions. You can operate the ship's lighting to increase light level throughout the ship to normal if you wish. You can open or close any of the doors, including the airlock hatches, and you can repressurize the ship should you decide to do so.
Do what?
Repressurize the ship,
Yes, let's close all the doors.
including the one that Rod is kind of standing halfway in.
Yeah, especially
I'm not
Wait.
halfway in it. Rod's gonna move out into like
Oh, sorry,
the hallway
wait.
just outside the door to keep an eye on it.
Sorry. Yeah, Wade. So you want to close all the airlocks or all the doors inside the ship, period?
just the airlocks.
Okay, fair enough. So you close the airlocks.
I want to restore power to the doors, though.
Okay,
we could
that
manually
appears.
close.
So from that, it appears that would actually require a more advanced computer check to hack into it. So if you want to roll a computer check for me,
I'm going in. Going in.
That would be a 28.
Oh, Sophia beat him out. Little bit of a rivalry going on.
She's
Little
basically
bit.
a computer. She just speaks normally.
Oh, so she's cheating. Oh, so she is cheating then, is what you're
Okay.
saying.
It's not fair game, is what I'm saying.
She speaks better
Alright.
than Gon.
Oh, Wade just kind of nods. Oh,
that's fair. All right, so you do gain access to the deeper system itself, gaining access to reroute power should you choose to do so, to more secure systems similar to the blast doors, of like the blast covers for the windshield there basically, and the ability to restore power to the doors themselves to open and close them at using the terminals.
That sounds good.
If we did that, would we only have a limited amount of power to do so left over?
You're not sure.
Let's try. What is the worst thing that could happen?
So you close the blast doors, and it's basically pitch black in here unless you actually turn the lights on to normal.
Oh, she will bring the floating orb in.
Or is that? Did you already do that? Okay.
And then restore the power to the doors.
Power to the doors, or you're going to keep the lights on dim then?
Did Sophia actually have another serum that she was going to let me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Because, whew.
Wade looks over at Yudah and Rod, kind of sighs when he looks at Rod. Will you two help me look at the rest of the ship while they do all this computery stuff?
Are you asking?
The other two, Rod, he begrudgingly asked Rod, but also Yudah.
So
That's in character. Are you asking?
Yeah. Yudah can come, though he is still looking a little worse for wear. So mayhaps we prioritize sneakiness.
What are you doing at for stamina, or are you already into your hit points?
I am well into my hit points. I was actually almost dead when we were using the serums just now. So
Is it? Wade just looks at you. Oh, you poor thing. I will keep you all healthy when we are on our walkabout. Let's go.
yeah.
Are you coming or not, Rod?
Yeah. Do you want to just give him another heal before we go, or are you all are you good?
I'll live. I'll be okay. I'll just check my.
Sophia
I'll
kind of
just
wants
check
to go with
myself.
them.
Although,
Yeah, we don't even get computers in the engine room, presumably.
Yeah, that's
Yudah
what
and
she heard.
myself
So
can
she's
see nothing.
interested in making sure we don't run out of power with everything Gon is doing.
So I just want to verify. So you are repressurizing the ship or no?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. From what it looks like, it's going to take 4 full minutes to do so. To repressurize, are you turning the lights on?
Nah.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, you have a problem?
Yeah, I can't see in the fucking dark.
Sophia has a flashlight, and some dancing lights that she can keep going.
Wait, be careful. Rod is crazy. He just drops grenades on himself all the time.
What? Rod,
Yeah,
you should be
yeah,
more
that's
careful
true.
with
That's
yourself.
a real thing that happens.
I know you are a bastard, but you should still be nice to yourself.
You want to get slapped again?
That was a lucky shot, he says, walking away.
Okay. So part of the computers check did realize that there is a secure data module that you do not have access to. So if you want access to that, that will require another computer check and 2 full round actions, similar to the last thing. So, but as they continue back, you guys are heading back this way?
Oh, so there's another module in there?
Yes, there was a secure data module that I was trying to get to that you do
Oh,
see,
that's
but
the
you cannot
case.
access.
Sophia's not going with them then. She's gonna go
Okay.
back to here.
So sorry, Wade's going down into the bottom portion there? Is that where you
Wade
wanted
was
to head?
walking. Yeah, Wade was walking this way.
So he's trying to go in there?
Yeah, he's just walking down here. He's trying to be as sneaky as he can in a 5-foot hallway, being a 13-foot tall creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you do notice that there are 2. Let me just run back up here for a second here. So you do notice that there are 2 crew quarters to your right-hand side, and then that's what you see here. I'm just going to put you in one if you don't
Are
mind.
the doors open?
The doors
can't
are all
see.
open. Oh, you can't see? That's right. That's again weird. I'm not sure what my dynamic lighting did to me for some reason, because that should be lit.
It might,
Yeah, because
It
I
might
can
be
see
my
it. I can
token.
see it with the flashlight.
I'm very
Yeah.
confused because my dynamic lighting. You know what? I'm just going to say screw Rod and screw Gon and his not wanting to do it and give you guys global illumination here. Lights on.
No, I'll drain all the power. No,
Oh, those rooms still aren't.
emergency
lit up.
lights only.
You should be, if you walk into the rooms, you should be able to see them now.
Oh, okay.
okay.
They're hidden
Okay,
from
Rod.
view.
How?
Yeah.
Rod, Wade's kind of seeing that Rod's all so he's like, "Okay, Rod, why don't you look in this room? You get first pick."
Might as well do them in order.
Oh, very good idea, Rod. You are so smart. He's laying it on a little too thick.
Yeah, that was the first. The first.
He doesn't.
The first bit was I guess well-meaning, but a little too thick. Now you're on drowning in it. It's suffocating.
What?
Is there anything in here?
I'm.
So what you see inside the crew quarters are the 2 beds that you do see, and the table inside the crew quarters itself. So each of them, each contains, as I say, 2 simple bunks, a pair of lockers, a small sink, and some minor possessions, from what you can tell, like mainly knickknacks.
No monsters.
Make a perception check.
Man, I don't have any ranks in this.
Yeah, you don't see anything per se in that room itself.
All right. Clear, I think.
Yep.
Oh no, I believe you. You are quite observant. It must be clear.
All right. Well, why don't you go in there then?
Okay.
Yep. You walk in.
It is.
It's absolutely fine.
It is clear. Has tiny beds though.
Yes, they do. Okay. Are you taking a look at the next ones?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to quickly switch back to Gon here while you guys get yourself in there. So for 22 hacking, You've triggered one of the firewall alarms. You are more than welcome to try again. It hasn't locked you out of the system as of yet, but it did trigger a safety net.
Are there like
Does.
audible alarms going off?
No, it's just like the internal system.
Oh.
Okay. Back with you guys here briefly. So you guys are going into. Oh, okay. The next one's a 28 that you got. Well, yeah, that gets you.
30. 30 with
So
the assist.
Yeah, okay. No, that'll get you into the secure data module, to which you're able to get the ship's computer logs.
Oh, it's like the black box.
So the logs detail the discovery of the drift rock, the crew's initial exploration of the asteroid's surface, and the strange geodes they found there. The captain then states that the crew was under attack from monsters that hatched from the geodes they brought back to the ship. And the description of these monsters matches what you've been facing. The next entry's more hurried, and the sound of the combat in it are audible in the background. There's something else. It came from the rock. The captain reports with more than a trace of panic in his voice. We're getting overwhelmed. I'm going to open the ship to vacuum. Maybe that'll slow them down. The log's final entry was recorded in engineering and shows the captain in his spacesuit. Purging the air didn't work. I've set the autopilot to continue on to Absalom Station, but we're abandoning ship. We'll fall back to the rock and try to regroup there. Activate out. And there are no more further entries.
Is there a log describing how they found this rock and where?
It basically was a random happenstance from what I can tell. From the information I'm given as the GM, it was basically a random happenstance as they were in the zone, and I'm trying to remember where exactly it was. But from what I could tell, it appeared randomly from drift space itself.
Okay.
The rock
So-
appeared out of drift space.
Yep.
Sophia is going to make sure to download all the logs onto Theo so that she can transfer them to the appropriate parties.
Gon will download it to his personal computer.
We
Okay.
have 2 copies, so if one of us gets screwed up, we're still in good shape.
Right, back to
And
Rod
Gon
and
will
Wade.
jump down from his chair and like dance around it.
So back down to Rod and Wade. Are you going into the next crew quarters, or are you going into the thing on the left?
The one on the right here.
This
I don't
part
want to
here.
pass any open doors without
Okay.
checking what's inside.
Sophia will
Okay.
also warn the others to regroup because something else came from the rock according to the log files.
Well, I think they're talking about the Akata.
No, they talked about the Akata before. They were talking about
Yeah. They talked about bringing
Something
those
bigger.
geodes, those strange geodes on the ship. Well, those strange
Mm.
geodes
where the
were
cocoons.
but something else came with the rock. Something different. Something strange.
All right, what's
Also, in the actual bridge itself, you do find 3 bulk worth of the cocoons.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
God already find that?
Oh,
Did I already get that
Yes,
for you
he
guys?
searched for that.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
no,
No, for-
of course not. Of course
I
not.
can take 3.
No,
more.
I'm just trying to remember exactly what I've told you guys. It's, when you split, it's hard. Okay, so can I get you to do a perception check of that room, please?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
I don't promise that it will be any good.
So Yudah's right out there.
Nope.
Very
Crap, I'm
average.
sorry, actually. I apologize. Bad GM on my part. It is actually closed.
Oh, are the doors powered yet?
The doors are powered. Did you want to do a perception check?
I will take a pass on this door if it's closed to check the other quarters on the bottom, and then come back
Sure.
to this.
Okay, that's fair, and that's my fault. So I'm not going to take that roll itself because that was my fault as GM. I had misread that portion.
See, there's a little
Yeah,
light
GM,
on the
man.
button on the door, and it's like glowing. That way, you know
Okay.
it's powered.
Yeah,
So you go down-
hindsight's 2020.
You go down to the next door there,
Mhm.
and you take a look at it. Again, it looks very similar to the one up above. 2 beds, etc.
All right, I guess I'll make that perception. 18.
And you don't seem to see anything else of any use.
I want Rod to be able to do like breach and clear maneuvers, or to like look in a room and be able to clear it. But I'm crap at perception. I can't see things.
Well, that's why you're supposed to be buddied up with Yudah.
Is Yudah good at looking at stuff?
I think he is.
He's got a +8.
Oh, Yudah, get down here.
I'm standing guard.
Yudah, man.
I'm standing guard. Who's
Alright,
gonna stand guard? Who's gonna stand guard?
Ooh.
I can't stand guard.
I'll level the auto rifle to my shoulder with one arm and pop a homemade grenade into the hand with the other.
You want me to do a listen-y Lou?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess.
So are you listening at the door? What are you? So you're doing a general perception of the door, or are you listening to the door?
I guess I should
You brought it up, and now I'm
probably
nervous.
do a general perception, because like was said before, these things can be as quiet as they want to be. So yeah, I guess I'll do a general perception with a modified 19.
Okay. So how much did you get on your perception?
19.
Modified 19.
Okay, yeah, no, you don't see anything out of the ordinary with the door itself.
Great. That's a very unsuspicious door. You're welcome, Rod.
Good enough for me.
I am gonna
Okay,
stay about here.
You open the door, and so which one of you, Rod, opens the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
The door explodes.
It was a bomb door.
We all die.
It
Actually,
was not
it
even a door.
is. What's your EAC?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's rigged to electrocute me. I knew it.
Legitimately rigged.
15, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 15.
So that does hit 24.
We need some sort of rubber pole to push him off.
Wow, these are not great.
Need a 10
So what
foot
ends up
rod with
happening?
a rubber bolt.
So what ends up happening is it appears that there was a jerry-rigged laser blast trap on the door to the storeroom itself, which fires a single shot at the character who opens the door. So, and I have no idea. This must be one hell of a laser pistol, because it does 3d6 damage.
As it rockets a fucking burn hole through my torso and out the other side.
It kills the alien inside of you, which is good.
Fortunately, it's 8 damage. Only 8 damage.
Only
I rolled
8. It only
shitty.
carries 3 points into my hit points.
Oh no!
I rolled shit. I rolled shit.
I want that pistol.
Be not a bitch. I nearly died.
The pistol itself actually explodes with this because it was actually rigged to blow as part of this, which is why it does so much damage.
So I like tap the door. I'm like, it's fine, and I walk away. And as I'm walking away, there's just like a
Boom!
sunburn on my back now.
As Rod is slumped up against the far wall. God damn it. I hate this shit.
Rod, what are you doing? What are you doing, Rod?
You okay?
Okay.
Wade thinking he's still in a private chat with Gon says, Don't worry about it. Rod is just screwing up again.
All right. So,
I don't know why I keep getting surprised.
Rod,
I'm gonna
as you
a grenade full of Nair hair removal gel in Don's bed, and I'm just gonna put a normal fucking grenade in Wade.
So, Rod, as you enter into the room itself after experiencing this explosion, wow, this is quite entertaining.
And there's 3 tentacle monsters in here, and they all have guns.
You find in here
It's tentacle.
one
stick
bulk
out.
worth of cocoon, and you also find a disruptive fusion seal,
A
2 Mark ones,
disruptive- Okay, hold on. I don't know what any of that is.
a disruption fusion seal, 5th level.
Disruption? What?
Oh,
5th level.
Fusion seal.
Basically a magic enchantment thing.
Okay.
2 Mark 1 serums of healing,
2 Mark 1. 2 EpiPens of healing.
and
Wade says,
3
You might want to keep one of those.
and 3 med patches.
And one of those.
I think I have a med pad.
You do.
I have to look
Okay.
at what it does again.
That is that room. But it appears that somebody was basically storing a whole whack of stuff in here secretly.
Oh,
to keep
Wicked.
people out of it.
If the exploding door told you anything, it's that it was a secret.
What was that level 5 item? I'm curious. I gotta look this up now.
Well, at least they were courteous enough to give me a bandage to cover up my laser holes.
That is very nice of them.
You found anything else in there?
Nope,
All right. Then.
just medical supplies.
Rod,
Okay, so-
What?
you know I am right here, right? You want me to keep a secret with no cut?
Oh, what? There's only one thing.
I'm also here.
You can have half the money. No one knows.
I don't even want any of the stuff, but I'm here too.
Is the ship repressurized by now?
At this point in time, yes, it would be repressurized.
I'm gonna hand another one of those healing serums to Yudah. I'm gonna stick myself with the other, and I don't know about the med patch.
Oh, dude, let's lock arms and then stick our each other, like needle buddies.
Needle
Wanna be my needle
buddies.
buddy?
Yeah, and I'll
Remember,
take
safe
your
injections.
Take mine.
Safe injection spots are a thing, so remember to practice safety and harm
They're a
reduction.
morally correct.
All right,
thing.
Mr. Nurse.
Boom.
Hey, you're talking to the nurse. Come on now.
I'm literally. It's actually happening.
Yudah's feeling a lot better now, guys. He could take like 7 more bites.
Okay, I'll see what I can do for you. Okay, so you've cleared those 2 rooms. Are you heading up north, or what are you doing?
Oh, I see what the seal does. Is that something that I'm allowed to share? We have it.
Yeah, what does it do?
Ignores any DR and energy resistance of undead creatures.
Mm.
That's
Just
not
saying.
telegraphing what's coming up in that. That's not telegraphing what's coming up in the AP at all.
No, not at all.
Hey, can we strap that to our ship in case we get attacked by another necro speeder?
You can
Run,
attach it to a
ram right
weapon.
into him.
So if I were you, I'd put it on your heaviest weapon. That's just me, as a player speaking. Up to you.
If I remember correctly, fusion seals are transferable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seals are. But the thing is, Rod can't hit anyway, so...
But now I'm definitely not giving it to any of you assholes.
Like you were going to anyway.
I might have.
Might have.
After he found one for himself again.
Yeah. Like you guys might want to take a 10-minute rest to get your stamina back.
Yeah.
Just saying, because now you're just bleeding constantly.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So, like,
No,
should we
definitely
should we bunk up in these bunk rooms, or should we hoof it back to the shuttle and just
Oh,
chill
I
on
like
there
that
for a
idea.
bit?
I like that idea a lot.
Chill on the shuttle, or
As you're doing that,
yeah.
hold up.
You attack me while I'm taking a power nap.
Okay.
We're not friends
You
anymore.
said hold up. I'm holding up.
As you're doing that, you hear the door to the north start squealing as it appears to be being forced open.
Fuck.
Boy.
And
Oh,
So
Wade
he's
goes,
got
oh,
a step
ah,
back.
oh, more things.
out of it peeks the space goblin.
Oh, space goblins.
What are you doing here? This is our ship. We started here first.
It's my ship. Can't you see it's my ship?
Yes, sir.
I have admin rights. It's my ship.
Why are you here? We have salvage.
No, we have salvage. My ship.
We here first. We lost friend.
You have
What's
first,
going on
but
up
I have
there?
admin rights. Admin rights trumps coming first.
Shut up,
Going on
both
up
of
there,
you. We're
then?
here to save him.
We're not doing
We
the same
are?
thing.
We're not here for no goblin.
Safe?
What's that?
Was he
What's
not
going
part
on
of
up
the
there?
crew?
Settle down now.
No, crew abandoned ship. These are scavengers.
We
Should I,
don't
should I,
start.
should I,
We salvage. Salvage.
How many
Yeah,
of you?
salad.
How many
Scavengers,
of you are
only.
here?
Worse.
Oh, you show me on your hand. How many?
Lots.
No, that's not true. You're a liar.
all right. Yudah's gonna hoof it past, or he's gonna
No,
squeeze down
don't.
his whole.
Stay lying down. Don't even worry about it.
But I want to. I'm the guy who's great at talking to people, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, little buddy, are you and your friends hiding? Are you hiding from the nasty man?"
Oh, you want to
Nasty man?
talk to him? For some reason, I assumed you wanted to put your lightsaber through his chest.
No, I'm not gonna go
Well
murder
said.
the little space goblin.
I
Yudah's
forget.
a nice boy.
You love goblins. I forget. I'm sorry.
Yudah loves everybody, except for space squids.
Apparently.
He gets a modified 27 diplomacy.
So tell the main things?
We got a set of them. We got a couple on the way in, and we got a few more in the bridge. We can't be certain if there's not more around.
Okay. You guys are strong. We can do shit. We can fix it. We make it better.
You can fix the ship.
No, Ruff. Ship is lost. It's fucked. No,
Oh,
we
okay.
can fix your ship.
Ours.
You want them to be big. If you want your laser cannon to be like, boom, we can do that.
All right. He turns around to his friends and he goes, he appears to be a tinker of sorts,
No.
and he wants to touch your weapons with his little hands.
No. I will murder.
So that's one no.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Well, we'll have to clear out the ship first and make sure everyone's okay before we, talk about workshop arrangements or, furthermore getting you off this terrible derelict vessel.
But we help. We make you strong. We can do this.
We can do this. Okay. Sure. Let's
We take 50% salvage rights.
deal. Before anyone knows this, like you can say what you want, but Yudah throws it in the dirt right there.
I will
Wade
Murder.
says,
murder.
we. Wade is like,
Deal.
we don't have salvage rights anyway. This
That's actually
ship
true.
is. You do realize that the entire armada of the of Albion Station is
Absalom.
looking. It's Absalom Station is looking
all of our-
at this vessel. It
all of
will.
us-
They will destroy it instead of let
All
it
of
get
us-
away.
All of us are under agreement that the people who are our patrons own 100% of the materials we find in here. This guy's not under that agreement. Furthermore, if he were to leave on board our shuttle as a humanitarian operation, technically anything on his person would be his own personal possessions, right? So whatever you could take with you, you could probably keep. But like he said, this ship is going nowhere. In fact, I think probably our best bet for the safety of everyone is to blow it up.
Gon will just look at the spy drone that's just capturing all of this.
Oh yeah,
No,
whatever.
Yeah,
it's just,
I-
one problem.
I'm not breaking any laws here. I'm not even
I
breaking
knew it
any
was
laws.
here. I just weren't saying nothing. Why do you
Like I
think
said,
it's splitting
Goblin's
up?
not
That
in
thing
the
can only
contract.
watch one of us at a time.
Goblin's not under contract, man. He didn't sign anything. Hell, they probably came on here after the miners were dead.
Almost certainly.
Wade grabs a hold of the eyebot, looks at it, points it at his face, and says, "I am sorry. I apologize for them."
Meanwhile, somewhere is
Let's
an
go.
angry lady like, get off the screen.
So, little green man, why don't you come with your friends over here, and you can take a look at our things, okay? Yeah? They're in this
Don't do
room
that.
over there.
It's a bad idea.
Which one?
Who asked you, Rod? Who asked you?
No one. Nobody asked me anything. That's why I have to talk on my own.
You should stop doing
Where we
that.
go?
Oh, back here.
Papa.
Back here, in this room. Over here.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Are you trying to deceive it? Are you trying to? What is the end goal of this?
I mean, this is a bluff.
Make a bluff check. Why do you think I do?
Gon's all cocking his gun. Gon's
Yeah.
all cocking his
I
laser
just-
thing. He's like, "Come over here. Come
I
get
just
in
want
there."
you
No,
to
it's
bring
fine.
your
It's fine.
friends. Come here, and it'll be fine. We have things for you to tinker with, and it will be great.
Oh, this is great.
Wade looks at him and says, "Gone. For shame."
I told you. Don't do what that little rat says.
You lie.
He's
You
another
lie.
spacer who's down on his luck.
No, you
man.
lie. You said you were this many. You're not this many. You're a liar.
Wade
All right,
Wade
well-
tries to pick up Gon and carry him and say, "Come on, Gon. I need your help in the engine room."
Well, I mean, we don't know that. There
Probably-
could be more in behind him.
I do not want goblins running around my ship. We need to put them in the brig.
Well, we aren't going to be letting them run around. We'll keep a close eye on him while we're on the shuttle. We'll take him back to Absalom Station, and then he can go on his merry way. He's just another stranded spacer. The right thing to do.
Does
would be to
Gon
turn him-
resist being picked up?
No, but he's like flailing around.
Very weakly.
Little rat arms bouncing around.
Wade's like, I know, come on. And he carries him into the engine room to try and get some stuff done.
Do not let them get close to the computers. They
So
will ruin everything.
So okay, Wade, stop there. You're dragging Gon with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs someone
I was
else to help
scared
him
of
fight when he's ambushed again.
Well, speaking of which,
Well, I mentioned it.
so Gon has been carried along with Wade. I'm taking it Gon-sol full closely behind.
Yes.
I would
Okay.
think so.
Because as you drag him into the very well lit, very well open engine room, you watch as two of the Akata drop from the ceiling.
I didn't want the lights to be turned
Wade
on.
goes, oh look, more Akata, he says over the comms.
Well, that
great.
sounds like a Gon problem to
No,
me. It
no,
is his ship
You better
after
drop
all.
me.
As
down.
for this one, I would not say it's a surprise round, so just roll for initiative.
I abstain from initiative.
Abstain.
I will space you.
I want to talk to these goblins. They're a lot nicer than Gon is.
Sophia
because you
looks
don't
at
know
Rod
them.
quietly and nods.
Where did my initiative button go? There it is. Holy shit!
Rod
So
gets
I
to
guess
very
as
clearly decide
Gon
which one-
and Rod are having this back and forth exchange, Rod's actually just walking down the corridor towards them.
Not gonna help you. I'm not gonna help you. Okay, I'll come help you.
That's it. As a grenade soars over their head. I can't actually see anything from here, so I guess I will move. Can't see shit in here. But yeah, still can't see anything. That's all my movement. Double move.
Oh, hello, Rod. I'm glad you
So,
heard
sorry.
me over the comms.
Is everybody? So everybody's there though, right? So everybody's got their initiative in.
Yep.
Okay. So that was Rod's turn. Because yeah, I don't think we're going to get much under that. Gon.
Gon is gonna wrangle out of the of the grip that Wade has in him. Swift action, draw his pistol and shoot the closest one.
Sure.
Oh, they're up there.
It's a 10, but he is flat-footed.
Which is a -2, right? To his KAC. So again, you fire, and because you're dropping, you pull up, you aim, you just don't have a perfect sight, and it just goes right over top, just barely over top, and hits in to the wall.
And then he's gonna give the move action to Gon-sol and shoot at the same target.
Sure.
7.
And again, it basically just skids past and hits into one of the pieces of equipment behind him. Okay. So let me double check movement. Okay, so that one is going to run up behind you and make an attack. So that is
No, it wouldn't.
yeah, it would actually.
No, it wouldn't.
10 feet, right? Oh, is it because he hasn't acted?
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't acted. So he's flat.
Because that's that.
I thought that only mattered in a surprise round.
No, you need to act in the round, otherwise you're flat-footed.
Right. Okay, so he's going to make the attack. So that is a 15 against your KAC.
He needs a 16.
Okay, so he's starting to gnash at you. And he basically lunges over top, and he's like snaps at you as you're dropping out of Wade's arms, and just misses you based on that. This one's going to rush at Wade and make an attack. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll beat me. That'll get me.
So I need you to roll a Fortitude save, please, and that does 4 damage.
19.
Sorry.
19 is what my save was.
Yeah, you pass that easily enough. As again, you feel that thing come in. All right, Yudah.
All right, he's gonna point at the goblin. He's gonna say, "Get back into hiding," because it sounds like there's a ruckus down the hall. He's gonna go 1. Can he? No, it's a corner. 2, 3. He's gonna give a pointed look at Sophie, like, "We gotta get down there. Come on now." 4, 5, 6, right there. And then he's going to double. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just sneak a peek, see where he's looking at. And actually, he's
If
going to come
Rod-
out here too.
If Rod can see you, he points you down the other hallway.
Like he points up here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good call. All right. Can I nix that and say that I move there instead then?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's Yudah's double move.
Wade.
Wade is going to walk over here.
Okay.
He will attempt an acrobatics to go over
Sure.
there, and also attempt to have the thing lose sight of him when he does. So first one will be a acrobatic 19.
If I remember correctly, because
So-
there's multiple that he has to deal with, so that's a 20 plus half, right? 1.5.
Is it when I'm moving? Is it when I'm moving through multiple people, or when I'm just
No,
moving? Is it what I'm moving through, or is it?
it's only if you're moving through the square that it is occupying.
Okay, so 50, yeah, that'll succeed then.
Okay. Then, as he's moving, he wants to kind of use his cloak to kind of sway his and use it as a distraction, i.e., stealth. 25 for stealth, and because of that, he gets his trick attack on this thing. Rod sees him kind of really creepily, because Rod's already doesn't like it. Really creepily, kind of go and go over this thing. He moves really dexterously for a large creature.
Now, just out of curiosity, in terms of the stealth aspect of this, based on, is this more just to get out of sight to do your trick attack, or is this a stealth check to verify you can
Well,
do
it's-
the trick attack? Like, is this an idea of
It's verifying
hiding,
I can-
or
No, it's not hiding.
No, it's basically a barrier to pass so that you can do the trick attack. Because if I was of a different specialization, I would do bluff
okay?
or diplomacy.
No, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to double check as to how that works, because so that definitely succeeds. And so you do, you come up and you're like with your little blackjack thing, you smack it over the nose.
Yes, max damage on both rolls. Am I supposed to add my dex to that?
No, but you're supposed
no.
to reduce it with your strength.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that. So it's one less.
So it's 10.
The nose. Well, not the trick attack. It's 10 total.
So you whack it over the nose just like
So-
a dog at a newspaper, and you just like whack, and he just watches the nose elongates and then snaps back. But it definitely looks pissed off. All right, Sophia.
Sophia is going to rush down there, so that's going to go double move. There's Rod.
Rod might actually point you down the same hallway. He's pointing Yudah down.
The top one?
Yeah.
That's where they're coming from, huh?
I saw them fire. They're firing that direction. So whatever they're shooting at is that way.
Wade did use his melee attack.
So what you watched is so Rod, just to explain, what you watched is you watched one of those creatures basically bull rush this way.
Oh,
Yeah,
And you
but
watched
those
as
things are never-
Wade went that way.
Yeah, in my experience, those things aren't never alone.
Okay, so that's where you get to, Sophia.
They'll come around and
Yep.
flank it.
So just to give you an idea, guys, the power core there, this is like a half wall with the power core down inside of it. So you do have to go kind of around it for next turn. Okay,
Got to be careful around that beryllium crystal,
can't let it crack, otherwise you got to face the space children of monstrous.
They're
What
so cute.
By the way, your light goes with you at that point, I believe, right?
She can control her lights.
I can control it. It doesn't go with me unless I explicitly move it.
Okay. Do you want to leave it there?
To my understanding, we have full lighting right now, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so we'll just take it away then.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, Rod.
Wade, the situation just got worse.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to that door. Has the one in front of Gon been shot yet?
It looks like it's taken some damage.
I want to.
Oh, sorry, no, the one in front of Gon. Sorry, the one in front of Gon. No, the one in front of Wade. Yes, sorry.
Is there another one? Oh, there's two right by the door here. I suppose it really depends on which one I want to shoot. Well, I moved here first, so I guess I'll shoot at this one.
Wade just kind of sees you and motions you. He points over towards Gon. He's like, I'm okay. He goes in the calm, thinking that he is again in a private call, and says, "Don't worry about me, Rod. Gon's the one we've got to take care of. He's so small, he needs help."
This guy is getting pretty old, guys.
The best part about it is the fact that these things are actually deaf.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
It's like we have a CB radio strapped to all of our heads.
Okay.
I can't make use of its ability, so I'm actually gonna step out the door and punch it.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
I just have better chance of doing damage if I thump something with my fists.
Melee weapons in space is actually really strong. It's quite entertaining.
I don't think an 11 hits though.
No, you go to swing.
Because that was max damage.
I know. You swing and you think you're going to connect. It just is dodging out of the way as it's doing it. All right, gone. You've just watched as this guy has come up and done a running throw of a punch and missed wide.
Yeah. He's just not even faced.
He just expects it now.
Yeah.
Well, the other option was to open fire using automatic mode on that auto rifle, but that definitely would have hit you too.
You don't have to use automatic mode.
I don't have to, but I would have. I don't know what happened.
They expended the entire.
Yeah.
It's the first time I'm using it.
I forgot to turn it off auto.
It's got a lot more kick to it than I thought it did.
Gon-sol's gonna fire at the one close to Wade.
Okay.
But he's gonna miss.
But that not.
Yes, he does. So it just goes. You watch as the round powers up, gets fired, and embeds itself into the wall behind it.
Gon is gonna try and tumble, but he provokes. But he's gonna tumble there anyway. So that guy is gonna get one attack of opportunity.
Yep, and that is a 17 against your KAC.
That hits my K.
What's your KAC?
16.
As a reaction.
Oh.
As a reaction, I'm going to use bodyguard.
Okay.
When an adjacent ally is attacked, you can grant them a +2 circumstance bonus to their AC against that attack. If you do so, I take a -2 penalty to my own armor class until the beginning of my next turn.
Wow.
Okay.
You do that?
Oh,
So basically, what ends up happening?
Wow.
Basically, what's ended up happening is Rod basically pushes Gon out of the way as he attempts to do it, and just nudges him far enough out of the way that the jaws barely miss him
What are you?
on the snap.
And then he's gonna fire
I think Wade.
at this guy.
I think Wade and Gon both look at each other and then look back at Rod, kind of quizzically.
Okay,
Hmm,
take your shots,
16.
what was that?
and that will hit. Roll for damage is 3. So you watch as the bullet enters in through through there, and ricochets off the bottom, but does do damage to the form of the beast. All right. So the first one is going to take a shot at Wade because of the fact that he hit him on the snout and he doesn't like that.
That's right. Bad dog.
27 to hit.
That does hit.
At least it wasn't a 20. That is for 5 damage, and I need you to roll a 4
Okay.
to save.
So Wade is like at half HP now. So and a fort save.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to take that 10-minute
Nope.
break.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
I thought we did.
No.
Yes, but then the goblin came.
Not yet. The
Fine, I
goblin
took a
was- we
10-minute
were
break
about
while
to-
you guys were screwing around with the goblin.
Well, it was because you guys wanted to go back to the ship to do the 10-minute break, right?
Oh, no, I wanted to do it in the bunk room. That's why I was lying down in the bed, right? Like, and you said, well, actually,
Oh,
while that happens, the goblin's here.
Oh, because I thought you guys were saying we'll make it back to the ship before that. So fair enough.
Okay, well, I need to know whether or not I need to take all my stamina back.
I don't think you got 10 minutes. I'm just going to say that. But that's not my call. Because we were
I'm not worried.
there.
Okay,
for
that was my misunderstanding. I thought you guys were basically rushing back to the shuttle that you were on to do this. So I
I
apologize.
assumed
for
we do that after we kill these guys.
That's like, it's fine. I just need to know
Yeah.
whether or not to get rid of this.
I would say get rid of the stamina for now, if you don't mind. And the other one's going to take a snap at you for taking away its meal, and that is an 18.
That hits even without the bodyguard penalty.
Okay,
Oh no.
for a total of 4 damage.
Okie dokie.
Okay, Yudah.
That's his name. Don't wear it out. Yudah, man, coming at you. You're going to go, 1. Is this, how high is this thing? if I want to go here with a 2, do I have to do some stylish vaulting?
Sorry, which? You want to vault over
Okay,
the
so
power
right
core?
here, I was gonna go 1 and then 2. If I were to do that, would I have to do some stylish vaulting, or do I have to go 2,
I will say if you want to do it that way, do roll an acrobatics.
Okay, give me that stylish vault. What?
Really quick, because I'm in here and I can see what's in this room now. Can I yell, Yudah, follow me, Sophia, circle around?
Fine. All right. In that case, I will go
Listen
1,
to him.
2, and then I will vault for 3. And I got a modified 15 to vault whatever that.
Yeah, that's more than fine. Yep, that's fine.
All right.
I'll
Go.
yeah.
So it's 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's not very helpful now. Oh wait, 5, 6. That's also not very helpful. Well, if I use my move action, can I prepare my standard, or is holding an action a full turn?
No, you can prepare your attack after the movement, if I remember correctly.
All right. Well, I'm going to prepare an attack for whatever enters this spot.
Okay.
In a second.
Wait. Let's rephrase that real quick. For whatever enemy enters that spot, that would be for whatever enemy
I'm gonna
enters
hit
that spot, right?
Yes. I now know what you're doing, and yes, whenever an enemy enters that spot, he will be an enemy no more.
Okay.
Okay. Wade.
Oh, Wade will be. Let me see, 30 feet. So let's see how far that is. Everybody, I think. I don't know where Sophia is within 30 feet, because Wade says he kind of looks quizzically at Rod, and he doesn't understand why he did that. And then he goes, and his energy starts to build up around him, and then fly out as his black butterflies do, as he does a healing channel. And the black butterflies swarm around him and then reach out towards his allies, healing him and his allies with a standard action for 2d8 as I spend a stamina point to do it.
8 hit points.
8 HP to everybody.
Okay.
But it takes a standard action and a stamina. I mean, a result.
All right.
All right.
And anything else you want to do on your turn, or is that it?
It takes a full. It's a full round. It's a full
round
action to do that.
Okay. Sophia, you are up.
Sophia is going to hear what Rod said. She's going to go up here for 6.
Okay.
Still can't see anything. So I guess she will double move, going here first. Oh, now she's got a good view of the whole hallway. These boxes here, are they like?
They're
do they provide
computers.
Cover? They're computers. Okay.
Yeah, you'd have soft cover with those, I'd say, or partial. So yeah, soft cover.
Partial, it would be.
Partial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Partial cover, and then does it provide these guys cover? Is my next question.
You're firing over top of the cover.
Okay. So
We
she
see.
can't really move anymore because she did a double move, but she's
Right.
ready to take some shots next round.
Fair enough.
No,
Six.
not the goblins.
Yes, I
Okay.
walk into the control room.
Oh, man.
Lock
He's
us
just
all
going to go crack the lock we have
If-
on the airlock leading to our ship.
Now wait, yeah. If he goes to our ship and steals it and runs off, we are killing every single goblin we find. I don't care.
That's racist.
Yes.
That's racist.
I don't care.
Yeah, it is.
I really
Wade
don't
doesn't care.
All right.
Can't trust a goblin.
So Rod, you're up.
I'm so in the weeds with Waydaga. I cannot.
I guess I'm gonna come in swinging. I'm gonna give him the old fist.
Fisting the Akata.
Yeah, they call me Johnny Shit Knuckles. Boop.
That'll do it. That'll hit. So you come in and you just like full on punch him in the nose for 6. It shakes out snarling features at you.
Yeah, this is weirdly so much better than my firearm.
It's because you can't aim. You're too angry. Too much built up frustration.
You should really try yoga, Rod. It gets that aggression right out.
Okay, one more level and I get to add my level.
Or a
on
bit of
my
what
firearm.
we like to call Kasatha yoga.
You really just need a big ass 2-handed weapon to just knock some people. All right, so that is Rod's turn, I'm guessing. Gone.
Firing at the closest one.
So again, you take your shot, and it ricochets
There you go.
off.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, sorry, reaction cannon first. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you're doing that. So that one's the larger. And again, it beds into the wall. That one, your semi-automatic does hit it for 6, and that's the one right beside Yudah, right?
This one.
And yeah, okay. So you hit it, and you watch as the bullet passes through, and it becomes a pile of goop.
You really got to tighten up that targeting algorithm.
Yes, I think there's some calibration with your gun, Rod.
See, I told you.
Yes, but
All right.
this is your old one.
So
Yeah, that one was broken too.
Yes, all the guns you touch seem to be like disintegrate.
So that one is going to attack Rod for a 19.
Yep.
You feel, yeah, after you punch it in the snout, it's just pissed off. Reaches up, tries to snap at your hand, catches you by the wrist for 5 damage. And I need you to roll. Actually, I don't need you to roll anything because
I don't need to roll shit.
You're already infected. Okay, Yudah.
That is still the name. Still don't wear it out. Yudah will go boop. You'll see, oh, he finally got an eye full of the room. What a nice room. There's a dead guy behind him. He goes, yuck. And then he's going to go like, and then the night, and then he's going to hit him with a sword, maybe. Maybe. Yudah got 14. Does 14 hit the sploosh?
Yes, it does.
I
Hey,
hit
roll
the
damage.
sploosh. Great.
14 hits the sploosh. It's like
14,
sploosh
does
in
it hit the
flat
sploosh, maybe?
minutes.
11 damage.
Holy shnikes. All right, you come in and you basically take this thing in half, but you watch as it shakily reforms to a certain extent. But it is having trouble holding form.
You gotta love the sun blade out of nowhere, eh?
Man, where was Yudah when we were in that bar fight?
I was cracking open a vending machine. We've talked about this.
Yeah,
I thought you
the
had a
vending
chef.
machine took his money. Those were his hard-earned credits. You know
He
how
is a
hard it is for a
simple
Kasatha
spaceman.
wanderer to get some credits?
He's a simple, easily lazy spaceman.
All right, Sophia.
Says
Did
the
Wade
Wade
go?
up in the turn order.
Oh, sorry, Wade. Wow. For some reason, mine had scrolled down for
All
some,
right.
for some reason.
Okay, so Wade he's starting to have a change of opinions about certain members of the party, so he's going to go up here. He's going to, I like these guys okay, I guess. And he's going to reach over them as he's hunched over and try to blackjack that thing.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Can I stealth up behind them, using them like a cover, see, maybe something like that? Just stealth roll.
I don't see how you're going to be able to hide the hunched thing behind them. If you're rolling it the similar way that you're trying to do for the previous attack, for like similar to the bluff aspect, I guess, to pretend you're not going to hit him from 10
that's what
feet
I'm
away.
doing.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
23.
Okay.
So now whack him with the baton. It misses.
So you reach over, go to hit, and this is basically just right over his ear, and you kind of land in the spot beside him. All right, Sophia.
It's hard to aim over you guys.
Finish it off.
An arm he did not know he had came from above and confused the hell out of him.
He's used to having a lot of arms, but then this one just appeared out of nowhere, and he was like, "Whoa!"
5? Don't remember. 5?
Sophia,
Like in those
seeing-
cartoons, they start
seeing,
counting.
seeing all this going on, she's gonna try and pop a shot at this one, sort of taking her time, lining it up, making sure that she's not hitting Yudah or Wade or anyone with her shot.
Yep. And this is with her tactical.
Yes.
Okay.
Modified 19.
That will hit. And I will save you the trouble of even having to roll. It had 1 hit point left. And so you watch
I wanna see the overkill.
the bullet. Okay,
Nope.
fair enough. Roll for.
I got it too.
You watch. You watch the bullet basically enters its ass and splatters out, covering, and it drops down, flipping down. Okay.
Covering Yudah in
Gross.
blue ichor.
Ron is just counting
it's
everyone. 1, 2, 3. All right, who's guarding the goblin?
5.
No one.
Okay.
Rod's already moving back.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you're just not gonna spend a lot of time
So-
here.
Hold on for a sec, guys.
Did he just jack our ship? I'm
Who is
serious.
guarding
I'm
the
serious. I will hunt him down and kill him.
So
I got
just give me a
rogue
second here. I'm
levels
trying
now.
to. Okay, Mark 1 Trinode computer. Because I was not expecting this to go this way, so I'm not 100% sure how that computes into.
You know, y'all had to try to indirectly bluff
Is
him.
it trying to hack a level 1 computer?
Hacking the Mark 1 trinode.
After I so friendly was like, oh, you can come back with us and we can all be safe. And you're like, yes, come back with us. I won't murder you dead.
To be fair, that was only Gon.
Yeah, which is more than enough for him to abandon us over.
Okay, so I'm just going
Do
to.
that anyway.
You don't know that.
That's
Okay.
very possible.
I don't have to know that.
I hate to sound racist, but they are goblins.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. They're not real.
Rod, your turn.
Do I see anything yet?
You see closed airlock doors. You see hallway.
I can't see through the. There's no one at the console here through the open bridge door.
No, nobody's at the console of the bridge door.
All right. Well, I don't see the goblin anywhere, and he's not in the bridge. So, 1, 2. That's as close as I can get to the airlocks.
Okay. Gone.
So, whose idea was it to leave the goblin just to wander about?
Well, you two
Unwillingly?
ran off, and then you two were getting attacked, so we came to rescue you. I told him to go hide
I was removing Gon from the situation.
and taking him into an even more dangerous situation. You're a terrible parent.
Yeah.
I looked at this room, and thank you, I am a very excellent space angel.
He is the
None
best
of you have
I've seen.
died yet.
That's adorable.
Okay, that was double movement for Gone.
Yeah.
We can delete those. Yudah.
You better not
Where-
get into that shit.
Yeah.
I'm on that door.
Yudah,
Were you not there?
he was actually, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, Yudah's gonna find a chair. Is there a chair in there? Oh, I do. And he's in the chair, but it's a slidey chair, so he kind of like runs and
Okay.
leaps into the chair.
Can I get you to roll a quick perception for me?
Yes, you can.
Where are you?
23.
Okay, you are looking at a screen that actually shows the tow cables that attach the Acrian to the drift rock.
Nice.
And it appears to be a camera looking from behind, so you actually see the engines behind the ship, and then you watch as the two tow cables actually slide down to the drift rock.
Okay. Oh wait, our tow cables of the ship are going down and attaching to the drift rock.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go and wave Sophia over at her earliest convenience, and he's gonna point at the thing and say, "I think he's trying to pull the rock, but I don't know where he's trying to pull it. I'm confused. I need some help on this one."
Okay.
Pull the rock, but the ship won't move. Does he want to escape to the rock?
Wade.
So he says that. Wade relays it over the comms and says, I'm going to throw him into space. I am going to throw him into space.
We don't know
I
if
am
he's
going
doing
to throw
anything
him
afoul
into
yet.
space.
Will you
I
bring
don't
Rod
know.
with you?
We gotta believe in the best in everyone we meet in
Wait.
space, okay?
Yeah, I was right.
Bringing me where?
Let me see. I was right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Ugh. Every now and then I
35,
just see your giant
40,
head
45.
glide by one of my
50,
Yeah,
shafts.
just.
55.
I'm like, "Whoa."
Wade says, Rod, it is time to jettison an unwanted goblin. He's trying to tow the rock away.
With our ship?
Yes.
No, it's the Acrian's tow cables, not the hippocampuses.
Oh,
He's
Does it
Oh,
seem
so
like
he's
this
trying to
ship
pull it
could
with it.
pull something?
So the Acrian is connected to the asteroid with tow cables. That's how he was dragging it through space towards
Yeah,
the Absalom
using the
station.
Acrian to pull the ship.
yeah.
No,
And
so,
so
the
now-
Acrian is connected to Drift Rock through tow cables.
So the ship we're on.
Yep.
Okay, so where is he piloting the ship from?
Who says he's piloting the ship?
He's just releasing the tow cables.
Oh, he's releasing
No.
the tow cable.
No, you are sitting in front of a console that shows the tow cables
The tow cables,
from
yes.
the ship to the asteroid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's happening with those cables?
Nothing. You just see the cables.
Oh, I thought. Okay, so yeah, no, don't kill. Okay, nix the kill order on the goblin because he's not doing anything. I've just been.
That's
I've
not
just
what
said it
you
wrong.
just said.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
wrong,
he's doing
okay?
something. They
I wouldn't.
All
do
right,
the
I'm
captain
still
if
checking
I
this
said
airlock.
through demand.
Sophia,
I would.
you're up.
I have very conflicting orders.
so to my understanding, somehow the cables from this ship are connecting to the drift rock suddenly.
No, they've always been
Yeah.
connected.
Well,
Yeah, they
Oh,
already
it's
were.
just-
I just saw a static image and then told you
Gotcha.
guys to be alarmed.
Gotcha. Okay, Sophia is
This is on
going
you,
to.
Greg.
You're supposed to find some kind of box back here, I think, in the back of the ship. He said.
Gotta hack the consoles so that somebody can turn on the engines or the power core.
Oh, is that back here? Oh yeah, all
Yeah,
the
it's
computers
back
are
at
back
this-
here. Okay, go up to the computers.
Okay. Do
wherever-
a
wherever
computer
that's gonna
check.
be. Modified 20.
Okay. You get into the similar to the front access. You look at it. What are you looking for? The same information that was up in the front consoles you're getting back here, where there's a limited amount of power because for some reason the power core is being drained.
I'm going to try to find ways to figure out how the power core is being drained. See if there's any information on that.
Before the abandonment of the ship, they were not able to find that out based upon the information you were able to glean earlier. But if you'd like to run a
So it was
diagnostic,
being drained. So it was being drained when they were getting out. Sure. What do I roll for that?
engineering.
Computers again?
Nope, engineering.
Engineering. Look at it, because I don't know what that one is off the top of my head.
Are you trained in engineering?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So 13.
And you are at a loss as to what could be causing this. It doesn't make sense. Everything looks proper. Everything looks properly connected to you. You cannot figure out what's causing the strain.
Okay. Then last thing I'm going to do is do a quick check for that special box.
Okay, that'll be, I
Perception,
believe, that'll be your next turn, I believe.
Okay.
From the standpoint of that, you've done a bunch of stuff that way.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Okay, Rod and Gon, can I get you to make a perception check? And I take it Gon-sol probably moved with you, right?
Yes, but he can only move once.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't like
So
how every time that goblin's turn starts, Greg just goes dead silent for 3 seconds.
That goblin is doing something.
He's up to no good, and I don't trust it.
Not necessarily no good.
Oh, fuck me.
Well, apparently he
Yudah's
trusts
just
it well
twiddling
enough
his
to leave it
thumbs in
alone.
his chair.
So you watch as the Rod, you see nothing.
Yeah,
You are
I'm
just like-
staring. I'm staring right at the latch mechanism of this airlock.
and you were just so pissed off. Gon, you notice that the lights on the airlock door go red.
Uh-oh.
Which one?
The one we're running towards. He's stealing our ship.
Not the SS Yudah, man.
Great, great. No, it's great. We didn't need the shuttle anyway.
Yeah, we didn't have to
Uh,
return it or anything.
Bear with me 1 second here. You also see a timer,
On the door?
about like with the door, yeah. In terms of it's a countdown, it appears.
Smell destruct.
Something like a...
So I'm actually going to remove you guys from combat because this, in terms of this, it is going to take a little bit longer. So we're going to track things a little bit differently afterwards. But the timer on the door shows 4 minutes, and it's the standard depressurization.
Oh, that's fine.
All right, let's just go along the outside and
But
get him from the inside. I will be here in the chair watching.
he's
To be
I'll be
fair,
watching
that
everything.
window in the front is broken out. So, well, it was.
Well, you've got the blast,
We got the blast doors.
so everything's
Oh.
pressurized now.
So we'll all be sucked out, basically.
No.
Gravity still works. He'd have to turn off the gravity.
Oh, we'd still be. Some of us still might be sucked out by explosive decompressurization.
Mm.
Well, that's only if you open both sets of doors prior to depressurization of the airlock or whatnot happening.
Mhm.
So it's the pressure suddenly escaping from the area in which you're talking about.
But it would be no problem to
All right.
enter our shuttle,
So,
right?
who's checking
Well,
their boat?
Yeah.
Who's
Yo,
checking
yeah,
our
'cause
shuttle?
If we have to like establish pressure before, because we're not going to have to establish pressure every time we go between. Because if this shuttle has pressure and our shuttle has pressure, then
But you guys didn't. You said you guys didn't dock directly. You kind of latched on.
no, I wanted to
There
dock.
wasn't power
I
to
wanted
dock
to.
directly.
I asked you if I could airlock to airlock.
Oh, I misunderstood. Then that's my fault. So
It's all good. I do remember that as well.
Because somebody wanted to jump out into vacuum.
Yeah, I didn't.
I did
everyone,
jump out in the vacuum, and I made it just fine. Thank
Hey,
you.
Goblin,
Exactly,
we
the
have
rest
to
of
jump
us,
into
like
vacuum.
normal people, just took the stairs.
So it is depressurizing on this side because your airlock would still be depressurized. So they would have to wait for pressurized to normalize between the two.
Wade is the kind of guy who'd get to a 10-step stair flight and just leap down it. The rest of us, we take our time.
So, yeah, how do you guys want to try to handle this?
Attention, all of you lot. We have 4 minutes to stop that son of a goblin before this whole ship is depressurized.
Man, that's not long enough for a 10-minute rest either.
4 minutes is not long enough for a
Alright.
10-minute rest.
You can rest when you are dead, Rod. You can rest when you are
We
dead.
already.
Well, if
we
we're
already
not
have
careful, that might be shortly.
All right, well,
for route access on the console at the front, right?
Yeah.
you guys bring me back my boat, and I will stay here in my chair. And we can, I think this will work out well.
We have complete access on the front console. Do I have the same thing back here using like the same passwords, or is it different stuff?
It would be similar access. It would not have all of the security access from the engine room, however.
Security access. So what I need to do is I need to override that. So Sophia is going to rush to the front. She's going to motion Yudah to come along.
Okay, he's going to groan and get out of the chair and then follow after.
Wade is just kind of nudging Rod to enter the code that he locked it with because he didn't tell anybody.
How did he get in? If he's already
Was the
overwritten,
code
do I have
1,
to
2,
do it
3,
again?
4, 5?
No.
Goes ABC 1 2 3, admin 1, password.
So she's going to get up to the computer
He-
right there.
He covers his hand, but you can still kind of see him put in the numbers 42069.
And she is going to try and disable the depressurization from there,
Okay, make a computers check.
even though I already have access. Okay.
Beep your boops.
Just
Learn how to computer.
this is more from the standpoint of yes, you have access and you know how you have the access to do so. It is more along the lines of to make sure that you have the time in which to do so.
Got
I
it.
will intimidate you into doing better.
Okay. That is a 31 or a nat 20.
Jeez.
Good night.
Okay, so you
Quality under
lock
pressure.
them out. You lock them out and are actually able to force the doors of this airlock open from the inside, locking the external, repressurizing, then opening the doors. You are
Is that
able
a
to
good-
convey that if you wish to do so.
I will convey that over the comms.
Okay. So you have
Good job.
10 seconds before the doors open. What do you want to do in that 10 seconds?
10 seconds, huh? And are we still depressurizing? Or
No, you're repressurizing, but because of the fact that you're normalizing against the internal pressure of the ship, it will go much quicker versus trying to, yeah, if that makes any sense to anybody here.
What if
The
I
idea
ran
is
my
that-
sword into a depressurizing airlock? Would that be a bad idea?
That could be problematic. I'm not 100% certain.
All right.
Depends
Okay,
how
that one quite on-
unpressurized the
Sophie
airlock
is going to grab onto something. Hold on.
Well, no, no,
Probably
you're
strap
not
her-
going to have. It's not going to be an explosive decompression or anything along those lines.
Oh, we're not?
You've just sealed and made sure that they cannot leave the airlock from your side, and you are repressurizing the airlock using the internal pressure of the
Yeah,
ship.
so just be ready to bum rush whoever's in the airlock, which I assume is
Oh.
a rather sheepish-looking space
All
goblin.
right.
I'm gonna take
up firing positions.
I'm gonna take one step back and get out the auto target rifle.
You're getting like the rebels set up, like you're getting ready for Darth Vader to come through the door.
As soon
Are
as
you
those
pushing
doors
Wade
open-
back? To that is this? Are you pushing Wade back?
Well,
Yes, wait, get back.
yeah.
If that
On,
thing
on
is
the
at
off chance he wasn't lying about there being more goblins, I want to shoot all of
Hey,
them.
don't kill him, by the way, because he ran.
I will murder him.
We're not into killing someone for being a coward business.
I'm going to take it that Gon-sol is
You're
probably
not?
outside you as well, versus back in the engine room.
Gon will drop prone and have his laser pistol trained at the door.
Wade gets his baton out and he has his laser pistol in his other hand.
Okay. So you have, I'm going to say at this point then, because nobody else is moving, door opens and you watch as two very frightened goblins turn around. They are carrying everything they own.
Rah, rah, like, let's-
Murder!
Ah!
All right,
Yeah.
Yudah's gonna start walking back over there because
I'll say y'all got about 10 seconds before I and the rodent lose our patience with you. So make it good.
Yudah, I'm actually going to have you stay back in the ship here.
Sure.
Okay, so because I was setting that up. If you wanted to do a surprise round, you've given them an ultimatum. I'm going to have you quickly roll initiative for this. Actually, you know what? We're going to keep our initiative from last time. Disregard.
Roll initiative for the poor soul guys hiding in the airlock.
Rod, are you just issuing the ultimatum, or are
Yeah,
you doing
he's got the gun pointed at him.
Okay,
If they draw Steele on him, he's gonna unload into that airlock.
So are you holding your action in case they draw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which goblin did they talk to earlier?
It would be the one on the right here. On my the screen right. Stage right.
He's opening fire on that one.
Whoa!
Oh,
See, this is what I was concerned about. Is when it's Alex, there's Alex and goblins.
There's a thing about Alex and Goblins, yes.
And he's overcharging his weapon too.
Okay, so that will hit his EAC.
Okay.
You just watch.
That's
Holy crap. You just watch as you basically old school Star Trek disintegrate phaser this kid.
You just disintegrated that poor guy. He was just running away from the scary monsters.
I said I would murder you if you did anything to my ship.
You are the
Anything
scary
to my
monster.
ship.
Okay, Gon-sol. Is Gon-sol doing anything?
He's gonna fire at the other one if he does anything shady. And
Okay.
I'm not sure what the programming for shady is for him, so we'll leave that open for now.
It's open to interpretation.
Okay, Yudah. You have just heard a laser blast go off.
Yeah, he's gonna groan and rub his temples and otherwise do nothing. He might have a smoke.
Needs a special
want a
space.
test
He puts his feet up on the panel and he's happy to be in a chair again at least.
Okay. Fair enough.
You want a
Wade,
death stick?
do you want a death stick?
He's having a death.
No, I don't want a death stick. You don't want
You
to
don't
sell
want
me
a
any
death
death
stick.
sticks.
I don't want to sell you any death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink
You want to
your
go
life?
home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life. Sorry for the
I wonder
copyright
what that guy's doing
George.
now.
Hey, that's not infringement. That was less than 10 seconds.
I don't think death sticks are copyrighted.
But that scene. All right, Wade, you're up. What do you want to do?
Wade just looks down at Gon, looks at the other one, looks over at Rod, and he points his laser rifle at the other one and says, "You see what happened to your friend. Perhaps you should listen to the big human."
Okay, Sophia.
And he's holding his action to shoot that thing if it so much as twitches wrong.
Sophia, seeing this situation, on the not really a whole lot she can do. I was tempted to close the door and seal off the goblin again. I'm afraid that might trigger the programming of the
Well, you don't know that.
Gon-sol.
You don't know that though.
Oh, I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything over the monitoring station.
How the question would have been how closely you were monitoring it. You just were reprogramming it to open the door. So like when I was saying what are you doing to set up, you didn't say you were necessarily monitoring the hallway or monitoring that thing.
Gotcha.
So
Okay, that's
offers
fair
her a
enough.
death stick.
But she did hear the laser blast.
you heard the laser blast.
So now
That's
she's
all you
going to-
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go investigate. It's surely not a happy sight of what's going on.
So
over
she
there.
is going to open up the monitoring now that she heard the laser blast to see what happened.
Okay. So you see a dead goblin or ashes of dead goblin, and you see a very scared goblin in the airlock.
Just getting reamed by Waydaga.
Um,
Donkey Kong down.
Hey,
beat.
I haven't done nothing. I ain't done nothing.
you hear, what did you do?
Who
She
you
says to
asking?
what? Who?
Toms, you hear, what did you guys do?
Well, what do you think he did? The crazy little midget shot him.
This is pest control. We're controlling the pest.
We have issued an ultimatum to the goblins, issued and demonstrated force to ensure they understand our demands. They are to surrender or be destroyed.
Yeah, you probably should just smacked them over the head and said, "Don't take my ship."
How is she gonna handle this? This is a tough one. She
Is it
doesn't want
quite
to
the
see the
moral-
goblin die.
Quite the moral quandary.
The
Care for
goblin
a
won't
stick?
die if it does what it's told.
You can listen to.
It
Blue
lays
Oyster
its
Cult
weapons
to the
and
bridge.
arms down, or else it gets the laser again.
Okay,
You turn the lights down low.
she will
There's just murder going on over there.
start closing the door if she suspects someone is about to attack.
We'll see who's quicker on the draw.
Okay.
Airlock hatch
Yep.
or the guy with the gun.
Technically, Rod is.
All right. You just see this goblin shape drops everything, and like I'm talking, there's a massive bag. There's a whole whack of stuff. So, sorry, get out of here.
What do you say?
Please get out of here.
Sorry. Sorry, we get out of here. He drops everything though. Puts his hands up.
Not on my second ship, you're not.
Neither of these
Melissa!
ships are yours. At
Okay.
best, the other ship is Yudah's.
That's why it's called the SS Yudah Man.
Or the hippocampus,
It
as it's the
belongs
security vessel.
The security vessel, hippocampus, whatever. It's the SS Yudah Man.
It's the hippocampus Colin Yudah man.
I'll take it.
All right. So that is his turn. He is basically now groveling. What do you guys want to do?
All
Basically,
right.
combat's over, depending on how you want to end this.
Yeah.
Who was
He
this
surrendered.
goblin to you?
My brother.
Well, now we have to shoot him.
Jesus.
Are you serious? Nah, goblins don't have that much of a familial bond.
All right, fine. I put binders on him.
Dead
Okay.
is this goblin.
Oh, it's dead. It's like
Like hit his con
it-
level dead.
There's two shoes left.
oh yeah, like
Pair of
it's
shoes.
got a by con level you mean it basically any additional over its max hit points, correct?
Yeah, I mean like it's dead.
It doesn't
No.
work
Oh, yeah.
in Starfinder. though.
A pile of ash and a pair of
Oh.
kids.
Yeah, you don't go into
Okay.
negatives. That's what stamina's for. If you hit negative, if you
Oh,
hit
that's
0
right.
hit points, you're just
Oh yeah, no, like
Remind me to
it's got 6 hit points. He did 8. It's dead.
Yeah. All right.
all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna handcuff
We would
this
have done
goblin,
something about it, but
and I haul him
Back.
somewhere.
God is just picking up everything that's been dropped.
All right. So,
Sneering at
There's
the
Marta's
goblin.
tits gone. It ain't going anywhere.
all right. So,
You'd be surprised how things just go away.
I will tell you guys what was in the stuff that they were trying to take away with them off camera once we're finished. To save a bit of time, what do you guys want to do now?
Okay. Where should I dump him?
Is there a
Is he
break?
dumping the goblin somewhere?
Well,
We haven't
'cause
been up this
I
way.
put binders on the one.
Well, if you put binders on the one, you should bring them with us. We shouldn't leave them on a derelict ship just to
Well,
die.
no, I'm not gonna leave him here. Our shuttle doesn't have a brig.
You can
So?
tie him
Keep
to the
him-
back of Gon-sol.
Yeah, sure. Up into the drone. And they'll just wheel them around.
He's soft cover for the drone now.
Yeah.
Bring him back to Absalom, and then we'll let him go, and he's their problem.
Well, we can see whether or not he actually had any sort of legal salvage rights. Otherwise,
Yeah, whatever.
We're
He
sure
doesn't.
any,
Actually, this stuff-
any
this
This
weapons
belongs to
or-
Hard Scrabble.
Yeah, it belongs to the company if we take anything.
The ship
Or
belongs to
sharp
Hard
objects.
Scrabble, and then that asteroid belongs to the Astral Extraction.
I still think we should
If
blow
you're
this
searching
ship
him
up.
for stuff before you to do that, make a you know what? I don't think we'll perception would probably be the best thing to do that.
I'd strip
yeah.
him down to his undies if he wears them.
What?
Okay,
Wade knows how to
So-
strip search somebody.
I
I'll
do.
roll proficient smuggler, man.
You
There's
got-
lots
you-
of cavities.
Yeah,
We'll
you got
cavity
the-
search this dude if
the
we have
rubber
to.
glove and everything.
yeah, you know what?
Okay.
If this goblin's keistered anything, I don't want it.
The proper term is hoop. Hoop.
Yeah, keistered. Another one.
Less for you, more for me, eh?
So you do find because it's not hard to find on this guy if you strip him down. He does have a dog slicer and makeshift engineering and a junk laser.
We just make sure that he doesn't
like-
have any sharp objects. Or...
No matter the fantasy eon, the goblins always have a dog slicer.
So, yeah.
Well, they're salvagers. All of their stuff is made out of junk they find.
That's fair.
So, alrighty. So you guys have done that. What's your next step? You want to take your rest? Your 10-minute?
Yeah.
Rest would be good.
Okay. Take your 10 minutes.
In the
Very light
meantime,
activity. Spend your resolve point to do so.
It's resolve point to get back
where's-
your stamina.
Yep.
Sophie's looking for Gon, wherever he went.
Yudah has fallen asleep momentarily.
Isn't dynamic lighting fun?
It really makes
Especially
you
when you
feel
split the
alone
party.
when you're alone. The dynamic lighting.
The only
No, I went
issue
back to
is-
the bed I was before.
The only issue is recording.
There's Gon.
Yeah.
And that's fair. It's sort of one of those things where the recorder's almost got to be the person doing the broadcasting for that or for the recording of that specific aspect.
Or
Yeah,
to
but
get
then
us
you
all
also
to
get the
record.
secret GM stuff, which is another problem. There's no
I mean, we
perfect
could just
solution.
not
Wade will-
watch our own videos.
Wade will go in this. Will sneak in after Rod and wait patiently while he rests. He'll wait in silence, meditating. He'll talk to him once he's done.
All right. So you've basically finished that up. Other than Sophia, she wanted to talk to Gon, right?
Yes, she is at break her silence again and scold him for killing the goblin, and I am even going to roll an intimidate for that one just for fun.
Roll
Just
to
for fun.
intimidate the
Oh, I'm so
tiny
scared.
rat man.
I am so scared.
Much as it's like a nat 20 and you
It's
pellet all over
14.
Sense motive, I guess. What would be the con
Just
to
for
that?
fun.
It's technically
Huh?
not sense
Will
motive.
save. Will save. Well, I'll say
That would be Will safe.
based upon that.
That would be the closest. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
can't do it on PCs.
Yeah, I know. It's just more for fun than anything
Oh.
else.
It works.
You get the eye of death from the friendly robot.
So what does our resident android say?
She's going to say that if he pulls something like that again, she has half a mind to vent him.
I did warn him. I did warn him. I don't let me do anything. I murder him. And I keep my promise. So, it's it was only fair.
I never
Well.
should have opened that door.
No, it was good. It was good. He would have taken the shuttle, and we would have been stranded on this ship, and it would have been terrible. It was good.
He's not necessarily wrong, but she is pretty upset by now, so she's gonna probably try to find somewhere to rest for a little bit.
I mean, Rod's like taking a power nap, but I'm so chapped on Rod's behalf for missing that teachable moment with Gon.
Yudah too will hit the head.
Wait. She
In
wants
this
to murder me.
scary ship littered with
She
dead
just
monsters.
murdered me.
We'll just have a nice nap.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
That doesn't sound much like Sophie.
Well, you never spoken to her, right? It's only her little computer that speaks. She's like psychopathic.
Oh, she is psychopathic, but Theo is not.
Yes, he's just the programmed nice guy, you know?
Oh, you should probably talk to Theo then. That's what I do.
I don't,
All right.
I don't think I know how that could help.
All right. So you do take your 10-minute break there to do this. Yeah. Are you guys
Wait,
going to
make
continue?
sure you spend that
is-
10 minutes.
Watching in the
In
hallway
silence.
because she doesn't need the break.
Right?
Okay.
And
So
then the alarm on Rod's wristwatch goes off. Beep, 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 beep. Ah, Jesus Christ!
Wakes up. like that. Wade's just watching him sitting. He's sitting absolutely silently on the bed, just staring at him with
taking
his
up
big
most of
black
the room.
orby eyes.
He like screams and rolls over and falls out of the bed, and he's like on his back with his rifle pointed at you.
Wade doesn't even blink. He just looks down and he says, "Why did you do that earlier?"
Do what? Be amazing.
Why did you protect Gon?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Gon is nice to me. He is my friend. You protected my friend. You are a bastard, Rod. But you are a good bastard. And he gets up and goes out.
Spooky Chewbacca.
Spooky Chewbacca.
Jesus. As Rod like awkwardly gets up and checks his guns, and everybody gets so surprised when I do my job.
Yeah, we kind of do.
All right.
So, how about restoring the ship to its former glory, eh?
There's no way you get this thing up and running again.
Oh,
I assume
quiet.
this isn't calm.
There was something draining its power in the back. I was unable to identify what it was.
Might be the tow
Probably-
cables.
It's probably one of those
I have an
space
idea.
slugs.
The cables are attached to the rock. We don't know the properties of the rock. That might be sapping the power.
Possibly. There's also
Sorry,
that
you guys are-
mysterious box we were supposed to pick up.
Is there any way we could walk into a room ahead of the camera module and then shut the door behind us, separating us and it?
It hovers pretty close to you guys. I don't know how that's going to necessarily work.
Well, okay, so we've been splitting up pretty much nonstop this entire time we've been on here, and it can only follow one group at a time.
Who's it been mainly following, is what you're asking?
Yeah.
It tends to be following anybody who's going into the unknown. What part of the ship hasn't been seen yet? Or sticking with the larger group of people.
Okay, I have an idea.
So we explored two places at the same time.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, does this robot have access to our comms?
You don't know?
It's like a private channel. I think it would have to try and hack it.
Our comms aren't secure, guys. I mean, they're store-bought $7 comms.
They're
Not gonna-
scrambled.
That's why Wade's got like 5 other comm. He's got 5 comm units. When he thinks like he's being too solid on one, he just trashes it and gets the next one going.
I paid extra for mine.
Comm unit. It's like buying 5 CB radios so you can have 5 different handles. We're all gonna know it's you, Smokey Joe.
No, it's more
Whiskey
like 5
Bandit.
cell phones
Yellow Toledo.
because your number changes. Now they could
So-
go on with
Record
voice
otaku?
recognition.
What's the point in splitting up? That's what I'm missing somewhere.
He wants to talk to
if-
somebody in private.
No, if it doesn't have access to our comms, what I want to do is, we split up. Well, if we can figure out where this box is, I want to go into the back because if the thing that's draining the power is what's in the box, then if we split up and go to 2 separate parts of the ship that haven't been explored, we can cut off the camera's access to it. Then we can look in the box, which we've been told not to do.
Well,
I-
before
I
we
wanna
look
know-
into it,
don't even
Sophie
have
should
to
probably
sense-
check.
You don't even have to sense motive to know that Wade does not want to open the client's box. That is really bad for business. Super bad for us if we do that. Wade knows
So-
this, and Wade
Sophia just wants to make sure
will have
it's
no
safe.
part in this.
Haven't you ever wondered what was inside the briefcase in Pulp Fiction?
What?
Something that glows.
Mm-hmm.
Gon is gonna check out these rooms.
Nah, fine. You guys are boring.
Don't like your ideas, Rod. You're better.
So where
you're
did-
better
where
at
did
hitting
Rod
things
go?
Than thinking of ideas.
Where did Rod go?
I walked out of my room.
Oh, you just see him now. Sophia was hoping to go back, so she's gonna, as they're going off into the unknown, she'll sort of motion Rod and Yudah over to the back.
Okay. Gone with that perception check, you actually find on the floor a small key card, and you also find a cred stick with 500 credits on it.
Man,
So-
I am horrible at perception tonight.
You're in a kitchen. You're in the galley.
Actually, we're right here, so
Ooh, is there stuff for milkshakes?
Is there salt?
You know, the void of space
There
is cold.
is. There is salt.
There's stuff for
Salt and
milkshakes,
water?
There is.
but is there milkshakes?
Are there balloons?
Wade is looking through them.
Can we make saltwater balloons?
oh, there has to be gloves at least. some rubber gloves.
There are
Ooh,
Wade.
there are glass containers.
Nah, Wade. We need your rubber gloves.
rubber gloves.
You know when you search
did we-
people.
I only had the one pair. I didn't think we were doing cavity searches.
I did just spot that little room up there, yeah.
No, I want to
And we
fill
need
them with water and salt.
If you go for it.
I don't want to get roped into another combat. I'm really beating around the bush.
1, 2, 3.
Wade's still looking
Yeah.
for
Okay.
milkshake.
So
Yeah.
as you guys walk into the room, it appears to be. Bear with me 1 second here. So this appears to be the main cargo hold. It carries a lot of ship supplies, food, water stores, air filters, spare parts, and the like.
Oh, water.
And there appears to be a large shipping container, approximately 8 square feet, in the middle of the cargo hold.
That's probably what he was talking about.
Sugar, water, more.
No sugar.
Close the door.
Is the iBot with us?
Just water.
Make a perception check.
Okay, I'll
Not
spot the
actually
bot.
what I was looking for, but okay.
I got a
Sorry, what?
modified and then spot that bot.
I got
Okay,
a
yeah.
16.
It's pretty close to you.
Freaking up to no good. Little eyeball.
So it did
Okay.
get
Electric eye. Infiltrate. Storm the gates.
So Sophie is going to use Detect Affliction on the box.
It is not cursed. It is not poisoned. It is not diseased.
Okay.
So the
It's just
iRobot
a big
did make it into the
test
room with
model.
us.
She looks
Apparently it
like
did.
odd.
Dang it.
Uh,
I
it
opened the door
appears to
again.
be safe. There doesn't seem to be anything dangerous about this particular box.
Pop that top. What's in the box?
Don't do it.
What's in the box?
Well, I knock on the side of the box and look at the iRobot and says, "Is this it?"
What's in the box?
It makes no motion.
Not even a nod.
Can I get you guys to do a quick? Actually, you guys already did perception check. You do not notice a manifest, but you do notice that it is addressed to the Eoxian embassy on Absalom Station. But there is no manifest, and it is sealed.
This must be it then. All right. Lift with your fat ugly legs and not your fat ugly back. Let's get this thing onto the Yudah man so we can go home.
Rude.
Well,
We gotta.
I
we still have to check
apologize.
we still have to check the rock for survivors.
Oh yeah, check the rock. Well, okay, we can leave this here,
We
but
probably
I
need to
think
put
we
it
should
on the
bring it
ship.
with us.
We might need to put it on the
Well-
ship, and if we're going to try and make a quick getaway.
Yes, we
Hey,
should.
Gon, you still looking for UPBs?
Always.
Well, I didn't find any. Never mind.
I was not
Wait.
expecting you to find anything. So.
Hearing about them detecting affliction and stuff, and Wade remembering how he felt when he was bitten, he detects affliction on himself and on Gon, and
Yeah.
sees that they're not really messed up. But he does tell Sophia. He says, "It would probably be good to check the others with you to make sure that those nasty bites did not give them anything."
Okay.
Well, they more stabbed us with like pointed ovipositors. It's pretty gross.
Sophie will first check Yudah, who's closest, and then Rod as he sort of passes by.
Yeah, you ping on Rod that he is diseased.
I wonder if I know how he's diseased. There's something I can do with that. Some kind of check I can make.
Medicine.
Double check.
Life science. Maybe?
Yeah, you also did.
It's probably life science, yeah.
You also did succeed on the life science, so you know what
Yeah.
this can do.
I know what these things can do. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Can
Do you have an
determine
idea of what
type
the
of
disease would
poison
be?
disease with a DC 20 intelligence or wisdom check, or life science, or medicine.
So
Yeah,
you
so-
would know based
I-
upon the
Based
information
upon
you
that.
gleaned.
Does she know if there's a way to get it out of him? Like that we can
That'd
do right
probably be medicine.
Unless you
now?
have
Wade has
a.
medicine.
Let me double check here. 1 sec.
Anyone have a scalpel?
My first guess would be to drink salt water.
We have a dog slicer.
In order to cure, as far as I'm aware, the only way is to do so magically, or 2 consecutive saves on a daily frequency.
So chest burst or bust.
Well,
Unless there's a
well,
magical-
I have to die before it does anything to me. so
Chest burst or bust?
It's not going to take us
Yeah.
days to get back to Absalom Station.
We're not getting that thing out of you unless it comes through your chest and we pull it out in the cafeteria.
Let me just quickly double check here if there's an item that would do it. But as far as I'm aware, it would have to be either through magical means like a remove disease or through those consecutive saves. Unless there's an item that can remove disease.
So Wade, feeling thoroughly disappointed that he didn't find any milkshake material, leaves the kitchen.
Right,
Did
Yudah's
I
going
find
to sit on
anything
this
in
box
the,
now.
the other room?
Yeah, Sophie's gonna look around at the other boxes aside from that one to see if there's anything of value.
Just really the food supplies. Like it's basically this is just where they held all that kind of extra stuff. There's some spare parts in there, but nothing overly usable because it looks like the goblins already kind of went through here.
So no valuable wines or anything like that.
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've done the. I think we've killed most things on the ship.
Does Rod
You
know
guys. Sorry.
Does Rod know that he's sick?
Well, you didn't say anything to him.
True. I didn't know if he would know himself.
He just feels woozy and a little weak.
Nothing out of the ordinary then.
She'll sort of pull Rod aside and actually, in her own voice, not with Theo, she will say, Rod, I am sorry to inform you, but I think one of those creatures may have given you a disease.
What, like chlamydia? What's wrong with your voice?
She chuckles a little bit at that and goes, no, it's basically using you as a host for its children.
You're pregnant.
Congratulations.
You're pregnant, Rob. Reason for celebration.
Yeah, you just
Congratulations.
dropping.
Positive.
It's a boy.
He's just sitting on the box over here with his remarkable perception.
Oh,
True.
do we need to have a shower? I despise parties.
You need a shower.
I
Well,
do?
All right.
Can you smell me?
Not really ready to be
I
a
don't think
dad.
so.
How do I get rid of it?
Try drinking salt water.
You're I hear it can be cured through magical means. If not, your body's just going to have to overcome it naturally.
AKA chest burster bust.
Wicked.
Wade comes over to you and puts his big old hand on your shoulder and says, "You do not need to die now, Rod. I am just starting to like you."
Are you inferring that I needed to die prior to this moment?
Yes.
You know what, Doc? Thanks for the diagnosis, but I'm so filled with the love present in this room right now. I gotta go somewhere the fuck else.
Just to have things prepared. I mean, if you were to die, what would be your last wish?
She wasn't talking over the comm, by the way.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
Mainly
Wade
be
would.
locked in a room
Yeah,
with my corpse
Wade.
for 24 hours.
We should check the back before we leave.
Well, yeah, we should also check these rooms over here that we haven't gone through yet. Over here.
We just been there.
That's where.
Yeah,
That's where we were.
we got glass
Oh, okay.
bottles and
Down.
with salt water.
Sounded
This part of the
like
map wasn't explored for me.
Wade says, "Yes, they did not even have any milkshake material."
Right, and okay, the only place that you guys really haven't done a search. Okay, so Gon, you're looking at the box. Gotcha. So,
No, not at the
uh,
box.
well, you're
The
looking.
other-
You're doing
the
a
other
perception.
stuff.
Only
Well-
the other stuff, not even.
Well, I mean,
So-
I'm not opening the box. That's what I'm saying.
So, on the box, because there's literally nothing other than what they found initially in terms of the brief spare parts that seem to be picked over and kind of used to make some very crude goblin-esque things. But the one thing that kind of strikes you as odd on the box, and if Wade were there to do a smuggler's thing, but you notice there's a contraption on the box itself that appears to be it appears to be sort of an anti-tampering device, and is also monitoring something.
If you open the box, does it just like spray
Is
you with ink? Or...
This is heart rate.
No.
That is monitoring.
Well, you're not 100% certain.
Wade.
He's about to walk back out and say, "Huh?
I
Oh,
need you
yes.
To give me one of your eyes on this one.
Well, I would like to keep it in my skull."
Yes, you may keep it in your skull.
Oh, good.
There aren't like
What am I looking
windows
at?
or anything in these airlocks, are there?
Do you guys want to do a quick perception check back there
Yes.
Back where we're at.
in engineering?
Well, I actually just did that.
Okay, so you find 2 more bulk of cocoon and 300 UPVs of salvaged material from the tech lab that's back there. And you also find a tactical arc emitter underneath one of the engineering consoles with 12 charges.
Tactical arc. Is that like the stun gun?
I'd have to look it up, to be completely honest.
I don't think it's a stun gun. I think it's a electric weapon.
All right, but yeah, there's there are no windows in the airlock doors.
Okay, Wade, given the information you have, you know that this is basically large enough and is a similar setup to what would be used to smuggle a person.
I figured that out of character. It's like, huh? Well, that is quite interesting.
Enlightened.
Is the bot with us or with them right now?
It's with them right now, from what you can tell.
Wade goes over the comm and says, "This box seems to contain a living creature."
Can you determine what type of creature?
No, I don't think so. Let me see if I have any kind of idea.
Basically, the only way that you'd be able
Maybe.
the only way that, based upon your knowledge of this kind of a situation, the only way to tell would be to open the container itself.
Okay, so medicine's not going to help me. Gotcha.
Not in this circumstance. Not until you get an actual view of, because what it is this is the external container of an internal container from your understanding. Based upon how this works, is that
It
this
is
is the fail-safe.
It seems to be basically set up like the old sarcophagi from Osirian when Golarian was still in place. Basically, it's a sarcophagus. He starts to go into like smuggler talk, and he says, "You see, you have the outer shell that protects the inner shell while still allowing you to monitor the biorhythms within of the inner shell of the creature that you are transporting. Most creatures are placed in a kind of stasis while they travel," and he trails off into.
We did hear tell of some creature that was on this ship from the ship's logs. Perhaps someone opened the box prior to us.
But it's sealed.
Oh, that would be bad if they did that. But Gon is correct. It is sealed. And they mentioned something about the rock.
True.
Right. So as I see it, there's some weird business about the transferring of living creatures, but it's not our problem. We just get paid for moving it. Our paws are clean.
I suppose you are correct. Oh well,
Would
I
be
am not
very
strong
interesting
enough to
open
lift
it.
the box.
Have we completely explored the ship?
I think so.
Looks it.
Appear to have.
So all that's left to do is scour it for the last bit of salvage that we want to take with us, decide what to do with this box, and get out of here.
Wade really wants the box to sit in our cargo hold instead of sitting in this cargo hold in case we have to get out quick.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Yes.
Not to mention this ship and the rockets still attached to are still legally quarantined, so we probably shouldn't move them.
Technically,
Yeah.
taking this ship apart is okay.
Well, if you want to stay here and do
Mm.
that, by all means, I'll come back for you in a couple days, maybe. I'll send Wade back for you.
So, just out of curiosity, did you inform anybody else that there's a body or whatnot in the thing, or
I,
is
s-
it
I
just a
informed
god?
everyone over the. I informed everyone over the comms that there was something living
Okay.
within the box based on
Oh.
what the outside says, but that's about
Okay.
it
Okay.
because that's all I know.
So, Sophia, just as somebody who has been recently reminded of the station's strict quarantine laws.
Yeah. I know that it's super illegal to send bodies through the mail now. I can't imagine how illegal it is in the far-flung future where space pathogens are a thing.
I also know that undead, whatever his position was,
The ambassador.
Eoxian
ambassador,
individuals.
you don't really want to cross them at level 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
but
don't
is
want to
the
cross
thing
them at
that's in
level
there
5.
Eoxian? Because if it's undead, you wouldn't have to measure its vitals, would you?
No, it's a stasis, so I don't know. I couldn't get it. I didn't get any kind of understanding of what type of creature it was. Just that it was monitoring a living, or it was monitoring a creature inside, not
Hmm.
not necessarily if it was living or dead or what it was. Just that its stasis had been unbroken.
All right, good enough for me. We'll
It
put
is.
some slack ties around it, load it into the other ship, and get the shit out of here.
We must check the rock for survivors
Check
first.
the rock.
Why would they be on the rock? I don't understand why anything would be on that rock.
You know
That's
that.
where
They
said
said
they
they
went.
were going to run to the rock.
Ah, well, we can check that with the ship outside in space.
All I hear is extra steps.
Regardless,
Yeah, like
we
the
get the
extra
box to
steps
the ship.
necessary to not be attacked in every single room.
Why
Oh, I
stop now?
checked the rooms. Nothing attacked me when I went by myself. You guys
No.
must have been too loud and woke them up.
I'm still not entirely certain you're not a fucking ghost.
No, I told you. he's
I told
angel.
you. I
You
am
are
a
going-
space
Ghosts can
angel,
fly too.
according to Gon.
You, Rod, you are going to hell for hitting Space Angel. You are doomed.
Ah,
Your soul will burn forever.
I feel like an archetypal signature of an angel is forgiveness. So you know what? I don't feel so bad.
I don't know. I may forgive you someday, Rod.
Come on, let's load
Maybe
this
you
up.
would.
Let's get it done. Let's figure it out. Let's stick it on something. We gotta wheel this baby out of here.
It'd probably be you and Yudah doing that, because I have
Yeah, I know.
no strength.
All right.
No strength.
I'm going to check Yudah's sheet to see if it's got a strength check. Okay, he's 17th strength. Okay.
Jeez,
So that's
stronger
That
than
goblin's been
less-
behaving. That goblin has been behaving strapped to the back of that drone, right?
As far as you can tell, yeah.
Well, he's still
We're-
strapped. If
I
as
mean,
long
we're
as
not-
he's still strapped to the back of the drone, he's behaving.
We strapped into the back of it, and he's like stretched so that he can't be pulling and picking the locks or anything like that.
Okay, so roll a strength check, Rod.
No, this ought to be fun. Here comes the one. I'm gonna throw it in my back. Hit! Holy shit! I pick it up over my
You lifted
head.
by yourself.
Well, oddly enough, I also rolled a nat 20 for Yudah. So you guys lifted with no problem, no issue whatsoever. Are you taking it back to the hippocampus?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys going by yourself, or you're all cramming into the airlock at once?
Oh no, hard pass. It's me and Yudah with the box, and then everyone else.
Okay. So you basically, what you do is you enter in the code to get back onto the hippocampus. It repressurizes over a couple of minutes.
42069. If you missed
Well
that
played.
the first time when I said it slowly.
Oh, I know. So what ends up happening, you get in there. I'm going to get you to roll another strength check to put it back down
Oh. Why must you tempt fate?
because I'm an evil GM.
That's a 6.
Okay, so you're in the middle of the cargo hold with Yudah. It slips out of your grasp and it falls, cracking the external carrier.
Rod! No!
I want to say that he
What
was
did we hear
going
across the
first,
pond?
so he was backing up. and he like tripped over part of a doorway or like one of Gon's discarded pieces of scrap. This is definitely somehow tertiarily Gon's fault.
And you're able to sort of get a peek inside, and it's dimly lit in terms of it seems to just be some computerized stuff in there. Make a quick perception check, and
That's 1,000 credits. That's 1,000 credits.
I'm also going to get you to roll a culture check.
Oh man, I make a lot of culture and perception checks for someone who has no culture or perception.
You're the one who puts himself in that. Let me quickly double check.
I should have played something other than a soldier.
Quite possibly.
Next time you're the face.
I thought it would be simple.
Is that your culture straight, or is that your?
That's my.
Soldiers.
I have no ranks in either. Or do you want a mercenary? Okay, I'll roll.
Mercenary.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, let me take a look. What's the no? In terms of this, what is it for the roll +3? So 13, I guess.
Mm-hmm. 4.
Oh, it's so 14. Okay, yeah. You don't recognize the individual underneath, but you do see an Eoxen in stasis.
An Eoxen. I don't know what that looks like.
Pardon?
I don't know what that looks like.
That's the
Undead.
guy that hired us.
Oh, I keep thinking they have a name that's like a name that starts with an N.
So the only thing that you don't know who this is per se, and you don't recognize the person in the box. But the one thing as a mercenary that kind of strikes you as odd is that Eoxens are full pact world members.
Mm-hmm.
And the concept of smuggling one of them onto the station seems odd.
Probably means he's illegal or an escaped prisoner.
It's a she.
She is illegal or an escaped prisoner.
It's probably.
She wants to go somewhere without anybody knowing that she's going there.
Yes, I always pack myself in small box when I need to go somewhere without anyone knowing.
You save a bunch of money. Credits.
Yeah, all you have to do is pay postage.
Poke some holes in the box.
Now I have to wonder if the robot saw me see the box.
No, because you guys went in by yourselves. Remember, just you and Yudah know.
Oh
the
no!
moment.
If this is not in my favor, but I can't imagine that robot would leave us alone with that.
No,
box
it does follow
any
you with
length of time.
the one thing I wish I could tell is what Yudah's culture stuff is, because that would determine certain aspects of if he would recognize this person or not. But
You just point to the bot and you say, "See, it was an accident. It was an accident. You see, it's an accident."
but
Better workmanship.
are you guys following along at any point in time, or are you following closely behind them?
Well, we
Long
gotta
as
wait
it-
for it to pressurize and
Yeah,
repressurize.
as long as it
again.
takes for
No,
the
it's now open.
Oh, okay.
because you-
I mean, we
you're
walk
pressurized.
behind him.
Okay. So as
In
this,
which
you
case,
guys,
we'd been like, "No!"
Okay.
And you just hear
So-
a ching down the drain.
So as this happens, and basically this thing slightly, it's cracked open, and all of a sudden, this basically you watch as this whole thing slams out as the person just steps out of the stasis chamber.
Do I get to do a
Well,
culture check to
appears to.
recognize the person?
Appears
The
to be
person,
appears to be a stasis chamber. It's basically
the
just a glass
Eoxian
box.
gets out
With,
of the stasis chamber.
it appears to be. It's just,
Oh, this
from
is going to
closer,
be great.
on a closer inspection, you just see that it's actually just a glass box inside this container.
Weapons drawn.
And so I'm going to get you guys to roll culture checks if you are there. But what ends up happening is she just steps out and looks around. This isn't Absalom Station. Where am I?
Not yet. There was a minor inconvenience in your transportation.
Could just crawl back into your box. It will be fine.
The profession mercenary check for
21.
Rod.
Is culture is trained only, right?
Yeah.
No. Is it trained only?
Yeah.
Is that what the thing
Okay.
with the little cross next to it is?
Yeah.
Cross means
Yeah,
it's trained
trained only.
only. Yeah.
Okay. So
That means I can't even roll it. Or
Well,
would
it can be
that
higher
mean the
than a
best I
10.
could get would be a 10?
You uncultured swine of a android.
So So based upon the fact that you now have her voice and things along those lines, Rod, you recognize this person. You recognize this person as Commander Habiza Escalar,
Gas.
who is an officer of the Corpse Fleet,
Double gas.
which is the exiled remnants of Eox's officially disbanded navy.
I
That
shit my
opposed
suit.
Eox's membership. They opposed Eox's membership in the Pact and considered it a terrorist military threat. And is considered a terrorist military threat within the Pact worlds themselves. And they are not allowed within Pact world space.
Fuck.
Just crawl back in your box. It will be fine.
What is going on? I've been in there for
You-
weeks.
Unfortunately, the drift rock and the particular ship that was towing it, it ran into some trouble with some, what were those things? Akata? Akata? Yes, it ran into trouble with those things. And the ship is now deserted, unfortunately.
We were hired by, come to think of it, 3 separate businesses to come to this ship, investigate it, and take the box you were in back to Absalom Station.
Who hired you?
Shit, what's his name? Is another Eoxian.
Ambassador Nor.
Very well. Okay. And well, she looks up and she sees the orb floating around you.
Yeah, he likes points to it.
I'm afraid I will have to shoot you if you do not crawl back into your box.
Wade, Gon, be nice.
I am nice.
I'm
I haven't
not-
shot her yet.
Okay. How do you show
kill
you
the
want to
rat
threaten me with that?
You need to.
I will put several holes in you
Wade.
if you do not crawl back into your box.
Wade,
This is serious.
Wade
we can't
picks
have
up
you
Gon
out of
again.
the box. You need to be in the box.
and he
The deal was
puts him
you
under his
in the
arm,
box and the box
and he
here.
goes upstairs with Gon under his arm.
No, release me.
We were going to be rich.
All right.
500 credits per head.
I know. Come on. We'll have some milkshakes over it at Absalom Station.
I don't want
He's-
milk.
He seems very high-wired.
Yeah, he's a little excitable. We were promised a substantial sum of credits for your safe retrieval.
As this whole thing's going on, just because of the fact that he's threatening her in this regard and she's trying to help you get him out of there, she casts Daze. I need you to roll a save. Gone. Oh yeah, you're dazed. You are completely useless.
I will shoot you. I will shoot you.
Oh,
Take him out of my sight
Yes.
before this gets bad.
Wade bows. He's probably as tall or taller than her, so he bows deeply as he's carrying Gon, and the drone just kind of follows its second master, Wade, up the
Man.
stairs. And
I hope we
Yeah.
don't get attacked again because he's our pilot.
she's only medium, so that's you're way taller.
I make sure to get
Very
below
well.
her head level when I bow.
Get me to Absalom Station immediately. I have much business with Governor No. Ambassador No. I see Governor Lurskin, I think Governor for some reason. Get me to him now, or there will be problems. And she gets back into her container.
Yep. You know what? Let it be said that I am at the best of times stubborn and ornery. However, I believe purposefully tampering with the well-being of the leader of an extremist terror organization, not today. I am very tired, and I am also second level. So I'm going to get up into that pilot chair. I'm going to release our airlocks, and we're going to go home.
We do need to do a flyby of the rock,
Okay,
just to
yeah,
be sure.
we can do that.
We need to see
Well, are you
that
guys-
box. I don't want her crawling out of it again.
So are you guys heading back, or are you going to the Drift Rock itself? Or are you heading back before going to Drift Rock?
Wow. Since we're already on our ship, I was just gonna I was gonna do a flyby of the rock, see if there's anybody on it.
Well, from the last time, you're unable to get stuff based upon weird readings you're getting from the rock.
I mean, just like, what about looking out the window?
Lots of crevices, lots of things like that. That was the main issue.
Is there a horn? Like,
Sound doesn't travel in space.
yeah, I know.
Unfortunate.
I shoot
Wade's
the
willing
rock
to
a couple
fly around
times.
down there. Wade's willing to fly around closer down there, get a view if we see some spots that seem of interest, so everybody doesn't have to get out.
Also,
Oh, yeah, right.
Sophie will be looking for
You can navigate in vacuum.
from the rock. Is the instruments too tampered with to do that?
Sorry, which?
To search for SOS signals from the rock specifically.
Based upon the initial aspect of it, just bear with me 1 second here as I pull up some information. Yeah, no, based upon what I can tell, basically you don't get any signals from it. There's a weird radiation coming off of the drift rock itself. And based upon your earlier scans, basically you've got a landing area that is safe, and then it bores into basically a tunnel of certain descriptions. Like, and there's lots of crevasses that are quite deep.
She will inform the party.
Place we'd probably check first is at the grappling portions, because that's probably where they would have gotten onto the rock at if they were retreating.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really any good way to signal them than over like some sort of comms device.
Now, before, and I'm just going to say we're probably going to want to finish this up here, but if we want to, we can say that you guys do a quick stop off at the station should you choose to do so, or head down to the rock, or if you want to take a bit of time to decide what you want to do with your terrorist on board over the next week.
Launch her into the sun.
Push her into the sun.
Hey, we could do it.
We could.
We wouldn't be able to go home.
I mean, it's 500 credits.
To be fair,
Assuming he's
only,
still after she's gotten out of the box.
You're frozen. Colin's frozen.
only Rod knows that she's a terrorist right now.
Yeah.
I still think
We just know.
Han is going to try
Gon?
to assassinate us.
Nor? I don't know. Nor may or may not want to kill us.
Probably.
But if we do a good job for him, he won't want to kill us. He'll want to keep us around so that we do better jobs next time. That's how smuggling works. You find the ones that are good.
And you kill the rest?
Yes.
Seems
Well,
pretty simple.
how long has this ship been abandoned for?
Weeks.
Oh, if they were out here in suits, they'd be dead now anyways.
It depends.
I mean, how much atmosphere can you take with you, really?
Mm.
That depends again on whether or not they were mining the asteroid.
I suppose that's true.
And there were
Yeah, they
big
would've had
holes bored in
depot.
the rock, from what I heard.
Yeah, they'd have a
Fine.
depot down there where they would have
Nice.
a deposit of
Might
like
as well check it.
uh,
We're gonna. That's gonna be next time. Next time is gonna be checking the rock.
yeah, probably. And then we can go back and finish up. Because once
we
we
gotta
make it
do
back to
something-
Absalom Station,
We gotta
We
do
don't-
something with what's her face before she.
she doesn't
Wait.
know if she's awake yet. She won't know what we're doing. She's supposed to be staying in her little cubby hole.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be getting out. That's the whole
Is it,
point.
is it possible to lock it from outside? Seal it?
That's why I wanted to put ratchet ties on it.
She goes back in willingly and like re-puts herself in.
Yeah, but like I want to close the box and make sure that she can't get out by herself.
You want to tie it shut. Okay. Duct tape.
Yeah, I'll put furniture on it and everything if that's.
Just a couch. I don't know how you plan to move that yourself, but Roth's not
Where
gonna
are you
stop.
going to find a couch in this century?
It isn't bolted to the floor. I don't feel like in the
Alright.
future we lost the need to sit. So there's definitely furniture.
Yeah, but
So
based
I
on
will-
current interior design, we would probably progress to the point where it would all be integrated into the walls, and then they'd only come out when we need them.
So I'll let you guys stew on that for the next week and figure out how you guys want to proceed. If you want to quickly fly back to the station with your cargo, or if you're just going to go to the rock, and how you want to proceed from there. yeah, thank you. I'll sign off then at this point in time. Thank you, Sirenscape, for the sound system thing here. The fun times we've had with that. Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, not Instagram. Sorry, YouTube, Twitch. I can never remember how many things we actually have.
Those are
There will be
important
something.
ones.
There will be something in the doobly-doo underneath here in terms of what actually goes on. Please do follow us. Take a look at our Patreon page, which again will be linked below. Am I forgetting anything?
If you enjoyed the
don't
show,
think
be
so.
sure to join us again next week on Tuesday, 4:30 Mountain Standard Time or 5:30 Central Time, depending on where you are.
Or 6:30.
If you're in a time zone that isn't that, figure it out. You got Google.
And we started a new thing on Mondays where we have a chat that alternates between our channel and Black Dragon Gaming. So if you like to hear people jabber about different topics related to tabletop gaming, you can always tune in on those days. And on those days we try to stream for starting at 7:30 to 8:30, I believe it is.
Alrighty. We'll let our resident Swede get to bed. Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.